Hi, I'm Rob from HopZine. Thanks for joining me live. And he's back. He's in and out. He's
From the
always in
gloom.
portrait mode.
I was checking on my bets. Checking on my
Checking on his bets. So we've got Rory and Jake. I think Adam is going to join us at some point for your entertainment. I'll use that in the loosest sense. It is. So give me something wrong with Adam's computer, no doubt. So Rory, what's your bets about? Are you betting on, mate?
some fucking some random bets. Jamaican game.
No.
Jamaican football.
No.
It's a free bet, so I thought, screw it.
Specifically, is it like a domestic Jamaican game or international?
I like. No, it's domestic.
Oh my god, it's not even international.
No.
I thought it was like South American qualifiers or something.
No.
For the Euros. Well, not their version of the Euros, obviously.
I'm not casting aspersions, but I'm sure there might be questionable ethics in that league.
Possibly, yeah. But I'm trying to get some money back. I'm trying to get some money back because I had to pay £45 for a taxi back to from Gloucester to where I live today.
Today? Why is that?
Because it's Jubilee, isn't it? It's Sunday service on the buses.
Let's start with
Yeah, all the buses.
45 quid on the bus?
No, for a taxi.
Yeah.
45 quid, Jesus Christ. Why don't you just get so are there lesser services? Because I come back from Leeds, we're fine.
Sunday services.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
it's still run, though.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
You should have slept in a bush or something. Like your old trick. The classic Rory trick.
I'll be 2 seconds.
Sleep rough.
I like
already. Adam's off already.
I like how you're the way you're planning to recoup your expensive taxi ride is to place bets.
Yeah.
This will work. Surefire way of get my money back here.
No
Jamaican League.
I did that last week though to get to Bristol. I had loads of outgoings last week. I thought, I won't go to Bristol. I thought I'd put a £5 on the bets, won some money, then I put a £10 on, then won some more money. That paid for my Bristol trip.
Can't grumble at that. I never
for the
win.
hotel he didn't stay in.
Oh. The piss in. It's called.
Piss in.
The pissy in.
Do you remember any good beers from last Saturday in Bristol?
Yeah. We had some good beers in. No, I don't know.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I know Harry went to a couple. He went to New Bristol. He went to
I went to New Bristol.
Lost and Grounded. Went to a little brewery called, is it Little Martha or something?
Yeah, I went there with him. Yeah, we went to Little Martha's. Then we went to the cider box, which is really nice actually.
Oh, that's near a train station, isn't it?
Yeah.
Temple Meads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing it on the map.
Oliver's cider and
On
some
cider.
Yeah.
You set yourself up for a winner of a day on this one.
Yeah.
Let's have some cider.
Do you like? It's a good little place actually because they've got a really good a donut place. If I could win this money, I want to go.
Just take another 45 quid taxi to get there.
Yeah. I think in New Bristol we had a really good one. It's called Telus. It's a Telus IPA, which is really nice.
Okay. I've not had a hell of a lot of their pales. The few I've had were a bit. But Harry was saying he really enjoyed the pale stuff. I've usually had their kind of the flavoured stouts, and I thought they did quite well.
Yeah, we went to
like a nice tap room.
Right?
Looked like a nice tap room.
Yeah. It was a good tap room. But before that, we went to a new Lost and Grounded, which is a good. Harry was geeking out over the brew kit. It's
it's humongous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Just got a couple of comments while we're here. It's got Brett. How you doing, buddy? And Lee, how you doing, sir? Oh, we're right now this afternoon for a little bit. And then Simon Mike for Prime Minister. It's opened bit of it time he catch you like, yeah, absolutely, Simon Malik for Prime Minister.
It couldn't be any worse than our current one. Actually, no, it could be.
It's touch and go, isn't it? Really, who's worse,
Yeah.
Boris Johnson or Simon? Who would be the most irresponsible?
Boris Johnson, definitely.
But yeah, I'm on a kind of stone sublime self-righteous.
Oh, you bastard!
I know, it's fucking beautiful as well.
I think that's in. I can get that in Beautiful Beers.
It's a beautiful beer. It's a good place for it.
Yeah, I was tempted if I can get there this weekend, but I just don't want to go out this weekend because the fucking Jubilee. I'm sick of it.
Are you that anti-royal? Are you a staunch anti-royalist or something?
I'm indifferent to the royal family, but it's more just the whole premise of it and the ludicrous amount of money it costs and
I like
the time.
Yeah. Queen's Terminal. Oh, that's quite funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got no sort of real hard views on it, but it just seems an inappropriate time to do it when people are struggling. And
that is a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just had a cake at home.
I was going to say, I don't think she chose to be 70 years on the throne at this particular time. I think that's just how
that's
it landed.
a good point.
Yeah, but she didn't choose any of it. It was just given to her. Just handed to her. Oh, actually, I am an anti-royalist. I've just decided. That's the part I'll play.
Yeah, I'm definitely indifferent.
Yeah,
I can see the pros and cons. I understand why they're there and stuff. People will be like, why are they there? Why are they so important? Well, history. That's mainly why they're there.
Yeah.
Because someone shagged someone else.
Yeah,
and
that not a member of their own family.
That's essentially it. Flags. That's mainly
yeah.
They used to be an important part of the. They used to be 100 years ago, like an important part of the country, but
of course it did.
Yeah, they used to be built watered down over years, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I saw an interesting. I can't remember where I saw it, but it was the usual thing of but they bring in so many billions and all this sort of also, and then someone raised a point about France, like Versailles still gets a ludicrous amount of footfall and people visiting it.
Yeah.
Have you been to Versailles?
Same in Austria.
No. But it's more the point of there's no royal family there, but people still visit the places that they are. Doesn't have to be someone sitting there, some old biddy sitting there, taking up the.
No, see, I am not a royalist in any shape or form, but I can appreciate, in that sense, what the royal family do offer to this country is which the appeal it has to people from other countries. I mean, I've been to a bunch of countries who have royal families, but you kind of you don't really register in a lot of ways.
Like Denmark,
yeah, exactly. There's a palace in Copenhagen, and I didn't go because I hurt my back. It doesn't seem important, and they're not a part of their kind of in their national kind of identity in any shape or form. And it ties you to our current monarch. It ties us to the past. It ties us to Great Britain and the Empire and all this business, which is unfortunate in many ways. And horrendous in a lot of ways, and but also is kind of is really quite unique, I guess, in that sense. It can be kind of traced back to a long way in that sense, and I don't think there's not many countries that have that anymore. I mean, you'd look at maybe somewhere like China. You could go back to kind of various dynasties, but I think that's all fallen away in that sense because of how that country is kind of developed. But historical kind of monarchies in that sense.
Communist.
Is one of the very few.
Aren't the Netherlands? They're pretty keen on their royal family, aren't they? Don't they have Koning's Day or whatever it's called, the whole King's Day? Yeah.
Don't know. But that's it.
You know when
nobody knows, nobody cares.
I don't care about my own royal family.
I know, but I mean, but people worldwide do.
Yeah.
Americans love it, didn't they?
Oh, the love of that. I mean, people
But
from
they
all
can fuck off as well.
So that's the thing, isn't it? Who'd have thunk would have got into the kind of who's this? Al likes Denmark for Lord Ben
Nick
Bentender.
Defender. Nick Defender, the Arsenal legend.
So, as I said, I have been in the proximity of two royals, Prince Charles and Princess Anne.
Oh, not the paedophile one.
I really wanted to say Prince Andrew.
Yeah, we were in this townhouse in New York. He asked me to take a photograph.
He said, "I got an island. If you want to come over to it."
My friend's got an island.
Yeah.
Get a good massage. Sorry, that's
Yeah.
just a step too far, maybe.
I'll take you for,
Yeah.
I'll take you for a
I
nice
can see
Pizza
that.
Express afterwards.
There's no worse than getting touched by a sweaty. But maybe does it soften the blow? Being touched up by a sweaty royal. The promise of a Pizza Express afterwards.
Yeah. Chuck in
What
some
would you
dough
go
balls. I'm yours.
What would you go for? If Prince Andrew took you to
That's like the weirdest game of like snog, marry, kill.
what would you have? What would be a
Prince
suitable
An-
thing to have?
Prince Andrew.
Peroni. Pint of
Prince
Peroni.
Andrew.
Well, what's your thoughts on the weird pizza with the middle bit cut out? The Pizza
Oh, the
Express.
diet one.
What is it? I haven't heard it. I haven't heard
It's like
of
a
this.
pizza. You get like salad in the middle of
Oh no.
like a
It's like someone
pizza
tried to
that
collide
looks
pizza
out.
and salad.
But I'd say my most memorable thing at Pizza Express is they do have ridiculous salads, and they have loads of fucking like pizza like dough sticks and shit on it, so they're not healthy
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah,
Loads
the
of dressing
illusion,
and, like,
the
chicken
illusion
and
of
stuff.
health.
And like goat cheese and stuff. They're very nice.
Mm.
That's my choice. Is the chicken bullshit salad. That's what I'm going with after I've been to Pizza Express in Prince Andrew. That's mine good. What are you going to go for? Jake is anything as long as he gets some dough balls, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Go
Chuck
with
in some
pizza.
dough balls.
I'll get a pizza. Just get half a decent pizza. Get some garlic, obviously. The great
Bring your own
Multiple
garlic
cloves.
from your website.
yeah,
Just
comical website. I grate it on the finest setting possible on the grater. Grate it, then just put it on the pizza. Beautiful.
Well, so when he kisses you with his sweaty mouth, it's all garlicky and horrible.
no.
That's an extra. Add an extra. I'm drinking this, by the way.
So Gary Baldy, which I presume is Harry, says the best Pizza Express is the one in Woking. I've heard about. We've got
Woking.
Kerry's BBB. Aren't you guys in Leeds? No, well, no, I was earlier. I will be on Saturday for HopZine. That's what you're getting it. I'll be there on Saturday.
Are there going to be
It's
some
weird
good,
that
fringe
like
events?
tonight.
Fringe events?
Popped into a couple. In North Bruins, excuse me. Good combination. The North Bruins tap room in town. They had Alpha Delta. Not much on there. They had like a lager, a fucking Imperial Pilsner, Brett barrel aged Imperial Pilsner, the most bullshit fucking style ever. That's gonna be there for months? Is that shit?
That sounds like my worst nightmare.
I know. It
That
sounds
sounds
so
typical,
disappointing.
when people take the piss out of craft beer people, that's what they do. That's the kind of like beer they say. It's
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then there were a raspberry ripple and something sour, which I didn't have. I was curious. 8%, a bit much, unnecessary. But I did have an Imperial Stout, which was collab with Nerd. That was very nice. It's supposedly kind of chili chocolate, but I don't think get much chili at all. But that was nice. That was nice. Popped into Bundo and they had a King's Brewing thing on, but they were stupidly expensive. They were £8 a third.
What?
No, they're fucking mental. I mean, I had some pricey thirds later on, but they were absolutely excellent. They weren't that expensive. Where else did we go? So, yeah, we walked past the. Sorry.
You had some findings, yeah?
Oh, we did have some findings. Walked past Cross Keys, who had Verdant on, but they didn't have much, and it just looked shit, to be honest. But yeah, so we went to Refectory, North Monk's original kind of like location, and they had some findings stuff, and they were excellent. They were expensive, like £5 on a third, but in comparison to the stuff up at Bundo, it was a fucking bargain.
Yeah.
And they were really good. I was a bit like, I've never really heard of these guys. I mean, there's a bit of hype knocking around. Let me tell. And Charles was like, well, everybody's like saying they're a bit kind of treehouse, a bit monkish. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the traders' new favourite, aren't they? Findings.
Well, they were very good. Look who it is. Right, Dave. Are you still working, Dave?
Oh,
Dave,
yeah.
if you want to join us, you're more than welcome to jump on. If you want to jump on, Dave, I'm sure you've had a long day. There you go. Findings are superb. Yeah, they are. It was, yeah. It was probably like Premier Hop might have been getting some in. I was like, oh, right. And then I heard they were on Hop City. I was like, and they were excellent.
Was that IPA or double IPA? Or...
I had 2 IPAs and a double IPA.
Ooh.
£16 for the lot. £16 something for the lot. But I mean, if each can was 14 quid, I've done all right. I know, really, when I get a bit of variety. Yeah. But yeah, they were really good.
I've seen Peter review them. He says they're really good.
Peter Master Hobbits.
Yeah.
I wonder where he's getting them from.
He gets a lot of like people just giving him beers. And
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, he's got US beer mules, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's not as hypey as he has been in the past. That's the same. Mule Fields findings are a lot higher, but sometimes it could be worth it. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Yeah. So, anybody else been up to how much today? Then I came home, popped to me, to a local brewery next door, and I had a couple of quality cask. I had the Jubilee beer. So for all you royalists out there, they've done a Jubilee, a platinum best.
I'm having.
And it was very nice. Oh really?
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
going to this really trap beer festival.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that. I'll come back to that in a second. And I had a American IPA called Titan, which had a really kind of loads of body. And then I did completely. I'd ordered them, and I spotted on the back there. They do a coffee stout called Cafe Culture once in a while, and it's very good. And I finished on that, and then I came home. So sorry, yes, Adam. So you were saying are you and Pete are going to this trad festival tomorrow?
Yes, so that's the plan. It's a trad festival in the middle of nowhere, but it's actually not. I'm picking Peter up, but it's not a million miles away from Peter, or I can park at your mum and dad's. And yeah, it's just a trad festival in a pub in a tent in the back. They have quite a large beer garden which they convert with the tent. And then there's a.
So where is it? What's it called?
So it's in a place that nobody knows called Bispam Green, which is
I've been to Bispam.
Next to Mort. Yeah, but it's not the same Bispam. It's near Maudsley.
Right.
And it's like literally like this tiniest little village in the middle of like nothing. And it's this pub called Eagle and Child, and then they
Eagle and Child.
Run the Eagle and Child. They've run.
Sounds a bit like an agent.
Yeah, they've been going for like 17 years to the beer festival, and it's been hit and miss. And I'm worried this year it might be a miss, but I'm hoping if I just stick to Twisted Wheel, because they've got a Twisted Wheel stand.
Oh, cool.
And Wild Fox, it should be all right.
Doing some nice stuff.
And then we've got closer to my mum and dad's on the way back after we get the bus or a lift from my brother, hopefully. There's a Bristol IPA tap takeover at a bar. So they've got Arbor, C-Bomb on cask, and then they've got really good chemistry on as well.
Cool.
Both cask and keg. They had one, what are they called? The ones that are next to Left-Handed Giant.
Newtown Park.
Newtown Park.
Yeah.
You got a Newtown Park
nice
on a pale ale on keg.
Where's this at then?
They had that's the Thirsty Duck in Burscough.
Burscough. Yeah, I've been to Burscough.
Oh yeah.
I had a friend who owned a kind of a deli in Burscough.
Yeah, they'll probably be around near there. It's
There's a little
literally on the
fella.
canal.
It's probably closed down now.
Probably.
It was a long time
Yeah.
ago.
But yeah, no, it's
used
on
to,
the canal.
Used to call Yeva or Yeva. He'd call it Jeva. He says.
Jeva.
From Burscough, I call it Jeva.
Yeah.
There we go. So we got cheers from Germany. So cheers. Germany. I'm sure Jake knows all about kind of saying cheers.
I was in Germany this week.
Which we'll get on to very soon. I want to hear all about it. And then we've got Paul McDermott, which is clearly not Paul McDermott. I saw you upset.
No.
I think this
I'm
is
pretty
Harry again, isn't it? Harry, if you want to come and have a chat, mate, you're welcome, you know. Don't have to pretend to be Paul McDermott. Or maybe it's James. It's one at t'other, isn't it?
Dave will be able to say whether it is or not.
I'm trying tonight. I've changed my head. If a woman shipped the smokes, we have made live on stream. That's I don't know what's going on there. Sounds like Peter. Hey, look who it is! Look who it is! Look who it is! It's Raggy. And we've got the Jagman as well. If Raggy Jagman, if you want to jump on, let me know, and I'll send you a link. More than welcome, gents. Nottingham Beer Festival tomorrow, delayed. Northampton. Not Nottingham in 2 weeks actually. Northampton. Cool. Not that Jagman needs an excuse to drink far too much beer. But, yeah.
I'm drinking a can of
Even from supermarket.
Oh,
it's a supermarket special.
It's
How's it doing?
Head to head next time.
It's okay. It's got a little bit of a harshness to it. It's got. I mean, the head just, and this is a pretty spanking clean glass, and the head just sort of fizzled to nothing. But it's all right. It'll do.
Dave said he was shit in the supermarket.
It's not the best thing we've ever had, but it's not a drain pour.
He loved it. He said, I remember I watched his video and he said he used to love it, but it was shit.
He been one of those ones that I've never particularly been bothered about anyway, really.
All right. No, Peter's a big fan.
Yeah.
I've got
Peter's
it.
always been a bit of a fan.
But it's from the brewery, not from the supermarket. And it's got a different label.
Maybe you need to do side by side.
Doing side by side with,
so you can understand the conditions in the supermarket.
I've got a side by side with Dull.
Sorry, Adam.
Go on, Rory.
Also, did you have a good time in Germany drinking German beers then?
That was probably the best bit about it. No, it was very good. Obviously, it was a work thing, so it was. You don't have like a huge amount of time to do stuff, but the bits that I did do, and the thing about Germany is there's just good beer everywhere. We even went to like the only place I could watch the Champions League final was in an Indian restaurant. That's the only place we could get in because there was some other where we were staying. There was like some street festival going on, so everywhere was rammed. That was the only place, and they still had like great beers on tap. It wasn't like they had like bottles of Cobra. They still had like Paulana and Hackashaw and everything on tap still, and it was an Indian. So that was the best bit about it, really. I went to Augustina Keller, and that was a sight to behold to see like 1,000 people sitting in a beer garden with massive. Yeah, because we went on Friday night, and it's huge because we sat in this one area, which was like the sort of weighted area where the people come around and actually serve you the drinks and the food and whatnot. And then round the corner was like a self-service area where you go up to the bar, and it's almost like a canteen style thing. And it was just huge. It was just massive. And I realised there that sort of those massive tankards are just way too much. Just it's more yeah. It's more of a bladder issue. I was enjoying it, but I was just like, I can't actually. I'm going to be pissing all night now.
Is that just a tourist though? The big silly glasses.
Yeah.
Are the locals drinking?
No. Everyone there was drinking them. Everyone there was drinking them. And actually, it said on the menu that they stopped. Well, this is Augustina main, the biggest Keller that they have there. So I assume a lot of tourists were there. But it said after like 10 they stopped serving the smaller glasses.
Really?
And, yeah. It was a weird rule. I didn't quite understand that rule, but I just got the.
I'd be all about half. Did this do it in like half a liter and?
Yeah. So it was half a liter that they stopped serving at 10. I don't know why. I don't know what the purpose of that was. But everywhere else I had half. I was just drinking half a liter.
Cold, fizzy. Don't be.
Yeah, the first one absolutely glided down. The second one was like, right, I've had 3 pisses and I'm not even got to the bottom of it. Yeah, but it's a but I mean it's just such good beer everywhere. Supermarkets. I mean it's such a weird thing because I was there for a read that comment. I was there for a for a show, and me and my boss were there to make sure everything went up how we wanted it, how the videos were working. We had like an app that we developed and make sure that was all working and stuff. So we were there beforehand. So we were there with all the guys who are actually setting up, who are actually doing all the heavy lifting and setting all the stuff up for us. And it gets to like 2:00, and the bottles of Augustina come out, and that they were buying that from a pizza shop down the road. It's just everywhere, and there was like a German lady that they had hired to work the stand, and like a hostess essentially. Yeah. And like I was trying to explain to her, like Augustina is like coveted back home as like one of the best lagers of all time, and she was like, "No, it's just the beer that everyone that everyone drinks." Yeah.
You're in fucking Munich. Get used to it. This shit.
Yeah, but and the prices were just ludicrous. Like like a couple of euros. Like it was like €3 for like a 500 a half a liter at like most pubs.
It's only £3 odd for a can for a bottle of Augustina.
Yeah, well, this I mean on draft. So it was like a 500 liter on draft, and we don't get that equivalent here, particularly, do we? It'd be another couple of quid, couple of quid on top, really. But so I want to go back.
Did it taste good? That's the more importantly. Was it tasting good at?
Oh yeah,
the sauce.
Yeah, it was unreal, and I think I was seeing it for a bit rose tinted glasses because I was just so excited to be there. And I had currywurst, and I had the whole thing. And my boss, who's a big wine aficionado, like he did have a big old glass as well, and he was like, God, no more of that. But I'd love to go back to Munich as just a regular punter rather than being there for work.
Yeah,
I didn't do it justice. I don't think I went to the supermarket because I had to like get a few bits, and so I got a few bits for the hotel room, and that was.
I love looking around a beer aisle of a decent foreign supermarket.
Yeah. I really wanted to go to like Lidl.
They've got 4 packs of Orval.
Yeah, I really wanted to go to like Lidl and Audi and to see what they had there, but I just didn't get a chance. Just didn't have the time. I just wanted to see what their equivalents were.
So, what was there kind of like? So I presume you're getting Augustina.
Yeah,
your average supermarket.
Yeah,
like
they're
fucking Old Peculiar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it was I had a really good one, and it's one I'd never seen before. I'm gonna have to find a photo of it because I can't actually remember the name now. But that was like one of the better bottles that I had. Bearish.
Oh,
brewery, isn't it?
No, bearish is
a
general word, I think.
Yeah.
like brewery. I think it's
But I drank a lot of Dunkel just because
I
that
love
was just
Dunkel.
what I was fancying when.
I love an uncle.
Yeah.
I'm all for an uncle.
Where the hell's that beer?
Such a good culture now, there. Which is like, when you go to like a so different, like here, like we go to like a Weatherspoons, you like just have to drink like Foster's or whatever. When you go there, you just drink good beer.
Yeah,
whenever
and it doesn't, and it's the cheapest European city that I've been to eat and drink. Oh, obviously, I mean, I get reimbursed for it all, which is handy. But
Isn't cheap.
it's still, yeah, but it's still it was still compared to like I don't know Amsterdam or Paris or anywhere like that. It was so like yeah, because like had like a huge bowl of like Spätzle and like a couple of beers, and it was like 16 euros or something ridiculous like that. Oh, it's like the German equivalent of like pasta, you know, like the little doughy sort of almost like gnocchi, but like small.
Okay.
Yeah, had a huge bowl of that with like crispy onions all over
You
it,
had
like
your-
spring
you had
onions, loads of
currywurst?
cheese. Had my currywurst, yeah. I had too many sausages. I have to say, I had way too many sausages on that trip. I was a bit sausaged out by the end of it.
Did you have big?
When in fucking that kind of area, I mean.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Craig's going to come on.
Jake, did you have big
Craig's
glasses
gonna
all
come
the
on
time? Big,
He's not
did you have
drinking,
those
but
big
he's going to
glasses
come
all
on
the
in a bit.
time?
What's that? Sorry,
Did you have
Ray?
those big glasses? Did you have those big style glasses?
Oh,
drinking
the mass or whatever they're called. The
Yeah.
big no, I only had those at Augustina Keller. The rest of the time I was
Oh.
drinking 500 or half a litre or whatever. That's what I had. I don't know if you can see it. It's called
Hang on.
Wertz Madel.
I'm going full screen on you.
I don't know if it's going to show it on the.
Solo layout. If you can give it a bit of a tip. No.
It's called Wertz Madel, and it's bearish hell. And that was probably one of the better bottles I had in my hotel room.
Okay.
And I picked up just because I'd never seen it. The cap even had sort of like it was like a picture on the cap and everything. It was a nice beer.
That's it, innit? I mean, that's it. They embrace their beer culture, and we kind of don't really, because our beer culture's been kind of damaged in a lot of ways over the years.
Yeah, yeah.
Cheese dealies. Craigie is going to join us in a bit. He's not drinking though. He's good boy. He's not drinking tonight. Just to reply to Jagman. I bloody love After, mate. Bloody love it. It's probably one of my favourite pale ales. And Full Dome's good. Review coming very soon, probably next week. I recorded last week. What we also got on here says I would come on stream, but my English is not good. Well, your typing's good, but yeah, cool. Whereabouts in Germany? Germany, are you, Peter? I mean Harry. I mean whoever you are. That's cool. Yeah, just keep sending messages. That's cool, mate. And then we got Tuesday Leeds. I really enjoyed Craig's wandering around the field. You see, he's wandering around the field, twitching video.
No, I didn't see that.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It was soothing.
yeah.
Sorry,
It
my
was just like
laptop
walking through
imploded.
a field. Even when he got stung by the nettles, it was still quite calming, enjoyable experience. And he kept bumping into people he'd not seen for 20 years and loving the fact that nobody had recognised him.
Oh, really?
He's like, I've got an hat and a beard and I'm a bit fat now. He's like, I love it. I fucking love it. Nobody knows who I am. So funny. But no, it was nice. I'm all for that. I'm all for that kind of like. I think there's something to be said for that kind of like bit of gentle content. I think people like that. Like just be in a field for like 4 hours and people oddly want to watch it.
Well, it's like I used to watch that stuff on BBC Four when it was like a canal trip through Britain, and it was like 4 hours of just they put.
That's why.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's other stuff going on, but and there was one that they did a bus trip. It was just a bus trip. I could have been in Yorkshire actually.
A bus trip? Did you have to go to the horrible toilet at some point?
No. It was just a GoPro on top of a bus, and you sort of sit there and you're just like, well, 4 hours has gone by now, and I've just watched it.
Just been on the bus, but not
Yeah.
as uncomfortable
Yeah,
as being on
Yeah.
the bus.
exactly. Yeah,
And
you'd
go-
have to
go
deal
for a
with
piss,
everyone else who's on the
everything.
bus.
That's the problem. People on buses are the main problem with buses.
Yeah.
There's always some fucking smelly person and some lunatic.
Yeah.
Often same person.
Yeah. And you have to be an arsehole to be a bus driver. You can't have good customer
biggest.
service skill. Yeah, it's a prerequisite for the for the job application. Are you an arsehole? You're in.
You drive a bus. Yeah,
I can
but
pick it
are
up.
you an asshole? Well, that's the important bit. What are you drinking, Adam? By the way, you're looking very well shorn today. You've been to barber.
Hello. Yeah. Can you hear me? Because I'm on my actual phone.
I can actually hear you on your actual phone, yeah.
Your actual phone, as opposed to your ethereal phone.
Pretend phone. You've probably got a couple of pretend phones around your house, though.
I've got an old phone that I use for various things.
Oh, ding, 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 ding. All sorts of shite. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
I'm actually drinking. This never happened, which is a
Oh,
quadruple
yeah.
IPA from
I was
Colin.
thinking 13%.
And it's like
Jesus
three.
Christ.
Yeah, it's like 3 days off. Best before as well.
How's it tasting? Oh, he's
Decent.
gone. He's back.
Sorry, dog scratching at the door.
13%.
All right. 13%.
Yeah,
No
it's good.
messing around.
It's good, but I picked it up originally because it's Citra, Idaho 7, Mosaic, a Simcoe Cryo, and Idaho 7 Cryo.
Absolutely. Why not?
It's nice.
And on that point, I think it'd be only suitable to say 30% session ale.
It's
But
really
cheers, all right, Paul. I'm going. Hang on,
Gloopy.
Paul. Incarcerated in West Germany in 1983. Well, the cunt. Thanks, Harry.
That's definitely Harry.
It's definitely Harry because I know he's knocking around with no better.
Yeah,
Go on.
it has to be.
30% session ale delays. He's
Thank
back. Looking at 13% session ales.
In case you're wondering, my Jamaican bet didn't come off.
It did.
Oh, no!
You haven't made your £45 taxi
Jamaican
ride
league.
yet.
Yeah, you fucked for that.
You're gonna have to bet on American horse racing. That's the next. That's the next
What
step
the,
of a man trying to chase his bets.
I've got a £3 bet. I just did another little bet.
I think Rory has a problem.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, a couple of problems. That's one of them. Talking of problems, so we've got Paul saying 30% session ale. Raggy saying anything below 13% session share.
That's Raggy's limit is 13%. 12 you can have all day.
Oh, well, come on. Don't be silly. 13.
Yeah.
12.
That's
11.5.
wine territory.
No bother.
Well, because I was in Newcastle not last week before that, and we were out by the river, and they had 2 barrel-aged stouts on, and my boss was drinking wine, and I was like, I'm here. I'm gonna have those stouts. So I just had a third of each one.
Did you have big trouble?
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, they're good. I think one was the normal version, one was the barrel aged. I think that's what it was. But they're both like 14% or something ridiculous.
Yeah, incredible beers.
And then he was drinking red wine, which was like 13.5%.
Yeah.
And then he said, "So what are you drinking?" I was like, "Oh, these couple of imperial stouts. They're 14%." He's like 14% beer. It's like you're drinking 40. It's like, yeah, but that's only a third. You're drinking 13% wine. And you've got a large glass of it. What's the difference here?
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, impeccable weather for Newcastle as well. It was glorious sunshine sitting there. Couldn't have got better. Yeah. I would try and do an accent, but
that's enough. Mine's offensive enough for everyone.
You go to the Paul Gascoigne, some of that on the tide is all mine. Oh my!
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Jimmy Nail.
That goes through my head every time I go over the bridge.
Yeah.
Frog on the tide is all mine.
Sitting
Oh
in
mine.
this easy spec bear, sucking these sucking mules. In the bank of the Times, setting my sights on goal. It's plain to see, it's black and white. These Geordie boys are going to do all right, going to make you dance, going to make you sing. Don't Geordie boys do anything. See, I know it all.
Well, you're going to get a copyright claim now.
I had it on tape.
Oh, what's this?
That was
one?
it. And Lindisfarne.
Was it Paul Gascoigne, Chris Woodall? What was that? Paul Gascoigne and Chris Woodall. They did a song.
No, it was Glenn Hoddle and Chris Waddle.
Glenn Hoddle,
Diamond
that's it,
Lights.
yeah.
Diamond Lights, that's different.
Diamond Lights, that's it. Diamond Lights.
That's very different, yeah.
80s music.
Craig says, I'll be out of my depth.
Oh,
He's
Yeah.
current.
that was him.
He's funny and he's current. Boom.
As if he didn't
Can you
turn
imagine?
up for the trial.
Well, can you imagine being in fucking Sheffield the other night and like, Jesus Christ, it's done Johnny Depp. He
Yeah.
shouldn't be in court.
He must have been so confident that he was going to win.
I think he should have been as well.
Well, it's a weird one because of the way it's sort of portrayed in the media. She also got money out of that. She also got like a couple of million. Like, so it's not like it's like, but he got a flat out sort of like free wins. But like, she's still like she's still like
and she got 3, so it's still going to come out in the wash that she's losing 12.
Yeah, but I mean, he was minted. He was way more minted than her beforehand, anyway, wasn't he? So I think 15 million to him is
For him, it's more about reputation, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Which is the big thing. Because I don't know, how did he fucking lose the one in the UK?
I don't know.
Burden of proof is different in the UK.
Absolute fucking abomination. I watched a lot. To be honest, but
It's in the UK. It's a balanced probability, so anything over 51% is a victory.
yeah, and there's a lot of cunts as well, isn't there? So that's the thing you've got to overlooking the cuntage. A couple more comments just jump on. Sam, all right, Sam, how you doing, lead?
You see on the witness stage, it's so fucking fake. On the witness stage, it's so you can tell she's like this. You can tell she's a terrible actress. As well.
Yeah, terrible actress. Yeah, completely, and an unpleasant person. I was like this. There's a thing on YouTube. I've probably mentioned it multiple times before. Quite obsessed with this YouTube channel called the Body Language Panel. It's these 4 experts. Like, it's set up like this, like us fucking numbers.
Oh, really?
It's like 4 people, and they all kind of like they watch a clip and then they kind of like comment on what they've seen as regarding kind of like body language and stuff. And we've done a bunch on the trial, so I've enjoyed quite a lot of that of them breaking down the kind of like her baseline, our baseline of behavior and stuff. It's fascinating because she has like this kind of like baseline of kind of like she's angry. And there's a bit of disdain to her as well. So she kind of like looks down on people, but she does have she jumps to quite an angry place a lot of the time. So you kind of like she can't do that in court. She's done quite a good job to fucking put a foot on it really and not blow up. But I think you'd have seen quite an unpleasant person in a lot of ways.
Did he say anything about him?
I'm obsessed with these.
Yeah, he's really interesting. He is the kind of like put him down to being he's quite introverted, but he's also kind of like a makeup of a lot of his influences as well. To say, so it's hard to find that kind of like true kind of person. He's often, because they kind of say that because he looks down a lot. You might see that as being kind of like hiding something, but that's just his kind of how he is. He feels quite comfortable in those situations. I mean, I'm completely the same. I'm talking to you, and I'm looking everywhere else but at my screen. But yeah, they were saying about that. He's definitely there's pieces of people he admires. Hunter S. Thompson is a big one. Marlon Brando, Keith Richards. There was somebody else as well, and they were just kind of breaking down. It's like he does this and he does that, and he does this and he does that. He wants to be this kind of like bohemian kind of like character, but he's not that really.
Yeah.
He'd love to be that, so he does kind of play. He plays that role very much in his life. Oh, I'm running out of battery. My screen went slightly dark. I'm just going to jump on a couple of comments and some entertaining ones here for
Yes,
over there.
I'm obsessed with that.
So Harry says he escaped to a Landsberg prison and lived in Landsberg for 12 years. Moving to Berlin. I pay much crap on me to be pissed, but that's Paul for you. And
Really?
says, I had beer last night. It was good. Which one was
He
it?
wouldn't clean up.
Peter wouldn't have
Oh, he had Sonoma.
enjoyment of Doug's stepped on the B. Very good. Josh. A bit more both. Beer is bad, and I'll put this one because Craig's response is beer is good. I think that's you misspelled beer. Beer is good. So there you go. Tracking Nelson. So it should be. Ooh, cool. I'm just gonna plug me topics. It did that. Do you know it goes slightly dimmer?
Yeah.
It did that.
Yeah. Are you doing your side by side now, Adam?
I'm still finishing my quicker.
Yeah.
I was going to ask Sam, what do you think of the?
I thought I'd say that was Rob.
Sam had a lot of English beers, didn't he?
Back
He
on.
showed on Facebook. I think he had a lot of English
Yeah.
beers from Cloudwater and like Track.
Yeah, he got a very snazzy old range, didn't
Yeah, it was the Cloudwater birthday beers, and he had a few of them.
he? Or 9.1% hazy double water IPA today.
Water IPA.
But this is absolutely wonderful, by the way. I'm so stunning. I will be buying more next week. Telus Chaos. There you go. I like a bit of Telus.
Telus is good, isn't it?
It's lovely.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of what I like about Sabro.
People say like rosewater. A lot of the tastings on the cans. Yeah, rosewater. I've never really tasted them myself, but like coconut.
Maybe we're having a charger.
This weekend, probably. All right. Yeah, oddly, Cloudwater have never been at Hub City.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you know why?
That's
Because Cloudwater didn't even know them amongst their friends and family. I think that might be the reason why.
Yeah, but I'm sure me and Craig had that Cloudwater. It was like Cloudwater, not an Imperial Pilsner. It was like a IPL. But maybe it was just like a keg of it. Maybe it wasn't actually a Cloudwater bar. Maybe they had a bar with like.
Might be their first year. Might be their first.
Yeah.
Definitely not been there recently. Yes,
no,
I think,
and that's the only thing I remember ever having from Cloudwater at Hop City. But that could have been on one of the like a bar where they just had some kegs rather than a bit. Because I think I would have got other stuff from Cloudwater, especially at that time.
Yeah. I'm trying to even remember them their first year.
Yeah,
they were in 2017, as Craig says.
So. Oh, that
year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, back to the grind, lads. We'll catch up later. Nice one, Sam. Enjoy your day. Where are you working today? I guess if you're in New Zealand, you might have day off as a colony. Australia. They're not going to get it, are they? I'm going to get
Is it the Queen of Australia as well?
I don't think so.
And Canada.
Not part of the Commonwealth.
Canada.
Oh.
No, let's contact. Let's get. Is Lee Russell in here? Lee, have you got the day off? Joe, you're just over the border, Joe. I think I did the day off. I was still getting fucking emails off my boss.
Yeah, I just turn my phone off. I'll just turn.
Fucking grip. Not working. All right. Cloud we have 2019. Yeah, I think there's a lot of reasons why Cloudwater around. I mean, he's down under just sounds a little too. Or quite.
Right, I'm grabbing another bit.
Watch Chris, Adam, as you're crunching on camera. I want to see crisps.
Sorry.
He's going oven baked.
Yeah, salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar.
Right.
There's a posh one. I had a posh one.
Show salt and vinegar?
And it was rosemary and thyme. It was beautiful. Rosemary, thyme and sea salt. Come on now. Next level crisps, that. Posh crisp. Grown up crisps. Don't like salt and vinegar. Best of time. Only salt and vinegar. Only acceptable salt and vinegar is squares.
What about McCoy's?
No.
What about Torres? The ones that you get
You're too posh. That's too posh. That's like £3 a pack.
Potato.
No,
I've never had potatoes. I'd love to have potatoes.
Common bar. Or B&M, one or the other.
Posh crisp. Wow. Is that? Adam's at posh crisp. Rory was talking about very posh crisps.
They're 150 for a small pack.
The what?
They're 150 for a small pack.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they the posh ones where you get a day?
Yeah, you can get a 150 pack, you can get a 3-pack for the big packs.
Yeah, they are very good crisps. One of our customers at Triangle, who I haven't seen for a while, actually, sadly. They're not dead. They're probably just not coming in for some other reasons. And she loves crisps. We'd always have a good crisp chat. I've talked about this before. A Polish shop is one of the Polish shop. That's the place to get a big fucking bag of crisps. Good value, great flavors, and you get like a full bag. You don't get like a fucking Walkers where you get like a scratchy bit at the bottom. It's like full to fucking top from a Polish shop.
I went to a shop today. Well, not today, 2 days ago.
Polish ham crisps.
It was an Asian shop, but they were charging $6.99 for imported, a pack of American crisps. $6.99 for a pack. £6.99 for one pack of crisps.
What were they? The Cheetos or something like that?
Cheetos.
I think you're a daft twat, if you do that. Yeah, well, there's a gas station, there's a petrol station near me, and part of that's like they've got all that like American candy and shit. You pay like silly money in there as well.
I saw the price on the shelf. I said, "Can you scan that for me, please?" Just check the price. See if that yeah, $6.99.
You're decimal point in the right spot. If you've got enough money to buy a fucking packet of crisps, $6.99, need a serious talking to.
Have you seen all like those American candy stores in like London that are like just fronts for other stuff? They're all empty.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, it's just you should go on YouTube and look it up, Rob. Like if you type in American candy stores in London
from Triangle, I've never seen it open.
Yeah, they're like all front. They're always empty, and they're all just like I don't know. I don't know. That's the unknown quality on this.
I'll ask Gav if he's ever seen it open. You see, I'm only ever there on a Sunday, so maybe I'm not an accurate impression of when they're open. But
yeah,
I won't be surprised from dodginess going on. Got me more for Paul. Middlesworth is the crisp brand of choice in my area. There you go. Middlesworth. So Middleworth.
That sounds like it should be from like the UK.
It does. I bet there is a
Middlesworth
Middles.
crisps.
I'm going to look at Middlesworth and see how long it takes to get there on Google Maps. Where I am now.
I'm guessing you can get there in 43 minutes.
Oh no! I'm going to at least 2 hours. Middlesworth. Oh, is that actually Middlesworth Chips? Comes up first thing.
Oh,
It's in
really?
Illinois. There's one in here in Beavertown, PA. Beavertown, PA.
Mm.
Middlesworth. No, that one with an A.
What a time to live in Beavertown.
Yeah.
That's where
World
I'd like
too.
to live. First Beaver Town, then
thought
Beaver
there'd be-
World.
I can't believe there's not a Middlesworth in the UK.
Oh, there's got to be somewhere.
Because
There's some little
it's clearly
hamlet.
fucking mate. It's clearly from that name, isn't it? Really. Americans
There's no
don't help themselves.
there's no Middleham either. There's West
Middleham, West Ham,
Northampton,
Northampton,
Southampton.
Southampton,
There's no Middleham.
Old Ham.
Middleham.
Hmm.
There is no. There's a Middle Road Hampton. Now that is mental. Not even in the world. Jesus Christ! You look every day's a school day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bob Hughes' his choice, apparently. That's what Paul says. Did you know, Paul? Has that blown your mind? That Middlesworth. There's loads of fucking places called Middle something in the UK, but not Middlesworth.
There's a place called Middlesex
Yeah.
for crying out loud, but there's not Middlesworth.
Well, that's it.
Middlewich,
Middlesbrough.
Northwich,
Middlewich.
Middlewich.
No, I'm only taking middles. Only enough.
There's no Southwich.
Everybody wanna advance on Middlewich and Middlesbrough and Middlesex.
Middlesbrough.
What's the one in Manchester?
Middlesex, yeah.
What's the one in Manchester? Middleton? No.
Oh, that's near Wakey. It's near me. Is that Midi?
Middleton.
It's rough as
Midi.
fuck.
There's one over in Manchester, Middle something. Definitely. It's like
Middleton,
Stockport.
Middleswich, Middlesworth, Middletown, PA. I bet Paul's not far from there, is he? And they've got a. It looks disappointing, if I'm being honest.
I'm sure there's a Reading. There's a Reading in Pennsylvania.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
Because Reading is spelled reading.
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 Yeah, I bet they pronounce it Reading, Pennsylvania as well.
Here we go.
Just somehow.
Middlesbrough, that's where Paul's from. Paul's from Middlesbrough, isn't it? That's his near town. Hey, I'm Paul. Oh, Middlesbrough. Paul's just Norm Macdonald in my mind.
Yeah, I was going to say it was like Paul,
Hey,
Paul was in the room then.
What's going on?
There's
Middlesex.
Liverpool in
That's the one he's.
Liverpool's in New York as well. They have New York is a London and a Liverpool.
There's
the main one that is interesting.
there's a few Overtons in the UK and America. There's an Overton on Route 66. I want to go down Route 66 just to drive through myself.
How did you pronounce your name then? I've never heard you say it. Overton.
Overton. Overton.
Now, how do you lot say it though? You said it different.
Overton.
Overton. Overton.
Wait. When you ask that, I have to actually think about how I'd actually say it because otherwise I'd go Overton. Jake.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Jake Overton.
See, I say Overton.
Yeah. Over. Now I've thought about it too much now. Overin.
Overton.
My name is Jake Overin.
Overin.
No, I'm always curious about how people do kind of their weird little.
Yeah, sometimes I pronounce the T, sometimes I don't.
Overton. All right, curious.
You
Yeah. Oh,
my
my wife's obviously listening because she's just reminded me of the time that somebody thought my name was Jay Goverton. on the phone. Rather than Jake Overton,
Goverin.
Jay Goverton.
Jay Goverin. Oh, Jay Goverin.
It's
It would be good if it was Jay Coverton.
Jay Coverton, yeah.
Goverton. There's another good one.
With a K.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So we say
Reading.
reading.
Not reading.
Not
Oh,
reading.
reading. No, but even when you're reading something.
This is how crazy that sentence in the UK. It's how weird the English language is. You could say no. We say Reading, not Reading, for that exact same sentence.
Yeah. Well, did you see? Was it fucking Liverpool manager? Johan Klopp. You see the thing about him saying, what was it? Mind fog.
Mind fog.
Did you see that? That was brilliant. And he's like, every time I say it, everybody gets upset. You say it, no problem. And he's like, mind fuck. No, fog. And he's just like, all I'm hearing is you saying exactly the same thing. No, he's like fog, like mist. He's like,
mind fog, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not mind fuck. You can't say that on telly, you fucking idiot.
You can in Germany. You can get away with anything.
Can you?
Yeah.
Well, I used to watch Tutti Frutti. As Peter was here, he knows what Tutti Frutti is. It's a very unsuitable game show for a Saturday night. It was a game show on national TV, and but yeah, a bit rude. But as a pubescent lad, it was wonderful. Bit of cheeky boobage on a Saturday night. Waiting until my dad fell asleep on the sofa watching Match of Day. RTL won.
Was it like the old the sex? What we talked about the other day?
I don't know.
Rolly Badcock.
No. I'm not talking about that on my channel.
Yeah.
You mean I've never heard someone else?
Everyone knows exactly who you're talking about, though, Rory. Everyone knows exactly who you're talking about.
Well, if you want to get into that, Paul, I thought it was absolutely.
Yeah, I knew it worked from the start.
No, it wasn't there. No, it wasn't. No, it's not.
The plane bit was work.
No.
The plane bit was work.
No, the plane bit
what?
wasn't.
No, come on.
Plane bit wasn't.
Do you think that was like a genuine thing? Was it?
Yeah. It was a work that turned into a shoot. It was a shoot that was a work that turned into a shoot that turned into a work, essentially. If you want to fill in those gaps. Yeah. So the problem last weekend was real. He completely didn't turn up because he's upset. He didn't turn up.
Did he not turn up? No. Did he not turn up because he's a heel?
No, he didn't turn up because he wasn't happy about it all. And he'd paid. I don't know who he paid for the flight. So somebody else had paid for the flight, but AEW hadn't paid for the flight. It cost a lot of money, but he didn't get on the flight. But then how his match went down. It was a little bit.
It was a squash.
Pretty much.
It was a squash.
So there was a bit of there was like I'll go and do it. So I owe it to him. And from all accounts, what Sean Ross Sapp said was that that's not who he is. He is very professional. He's really kind of for everything he is. He's very professional, and he always do as is expected. But he can be that person if he chooses to be. So, But the promo was amazing. Yeah,
I don't know. I thought
Yeah,
I
brilliant.
think
the
contract
promo was amazing.
negotiation was real,
Yes.
but I think everything else was a work.
No. I think there's a bit of. I think you'll never know quite everything. But yeah, I think everything that you saw last weekend, I think in every way was quite real. And then what you saw this week was the after effects of something what was really real, and then there's been some agreement, and everybody's come to terms, but also maybe there's a bit of resentment going on there. So it all fuels the fire, and it's no bad thing, and everybody
More
understands the benefits of it all.
More importantly, what dropped today?
Yeah.
William Regal's podcast.
Oh, is
First
this on
one.
the podcast? Shit. I don't think he'd be up for that. So is it about lizards?
There is a
War
lizard
games.
section.
That's what came out last night.
It's good though.
Did you see him?
It's good.
Who started his good nice? On Wednesday night, it's nice.
That's his angry face.
Do you
Blood
like
and guts.
Do you like the Blackpool comeback club? Or
Yeah, well, how can you not? I love a bit of Regal.
It's a weird name. Fucking weird name.
It is a bit, yeah, it is a bit weird. But then the whole thing it's all based around, as you should know in your area, about Billy Robinson and Wigan and stuff like that. It's all kind of like it's referencing that, and Snake Pit and stuff like that.
Yeah, it is. But
it's from Blackpool.
Realistically, the only person that could really ever say that they've been to Blackpool is William Regal and maybe Daniel Bryan. Maybe
I've been to Blackpool.
Yeah, are you in the Blackpool?
They've not asked me yet. I went on holidays when I was a kid. I played wrestling video arcade machines when I was there.
Yeah, I've been as well. But
did you play WrestleFest?
I've even seen wrestling in Blackpool.
In Coral Island, like I did.
I've been to Blackpool.
Don't show
no.
me.
No,
the voice in the darkness.
The tower.
You've not been to Blackpool, you liar.
I've been to Blackpool. I choked on a fishbone. That's what I remember.
You've been to Blackpool. See, that's
yeah.
me. See me. That's completely expectable. Adam, absolutely, he's not far away. You two now I'm becoming skeptical about your kind of like your validity of your.
Yeah. That's all I remember about Blackpool. I was quite young. I remember choked, like gagging on it, that eating fish and chips, and then going like.
Different type of gagging's going on.
Harry Ramsden.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You did
watch Four in a bed.
Under bridges.
Under bridges, really? Under the pier.
Yeah. Yes, did you not know that?
No. Why are you surprised?
That known thing in Blackpool. If you're a gentleman with some money and you're looking for some
relief.
Yes, it's under bridges.
Entertainment. Under a bridge. Oh, there you go. Puts the Red Hot Chili Peppers hit in a whole new light.
That's a very weird. Having come off my Quipper, it's like almost medicinal.
Which one is it? The double?
No, standard.
Standard. I don't know what that means. Beer.
Normal heathen.
Crying. If it was full shirt, he wouldn't be there anymore either way. Well, I think that exactly. I think that's it. That's it, Paul. I think there's a bit of there's been some ill feelings, and he's probably been said he'd been given a bit of free reign within certain restrictions. But it was good.
I think it
was very entertaining.
If he's
he was angry. He was shaking his head. He was very good, and he ended saying "fucking something," didn't he?
If he's like if Colin's like anything like Vince McMahon, he knows what's good for business.
Yeah,
he'll let it go. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think even more in that sense. I think Tony Khan is probably more willing for people to say shit because he knows what the benefit will be.
Yeah,
I just want to see him feud with Punk. I don't
He's
care
been
about
really
Hangman and
underpaid
Punk.
though. He has been massively underpaid. But then again, thing is, I mean, if you are trying to get a job elsewhere, that's probably not a good way of behaving. Still like, he seems like a shit. I'm not going to
Would
employ him.
WWE take him though? Where would he go? You either go
Exactly.
back to the Indies or you go to WWE. WWE aren't going to take him.
I
And if
don't
he goes
know.
back on the Indies, he's going to get less money.
Grease in his bed. Wait. I'm gonna go just because he does this
Sandwich.
with us. I'm gonna go full screen and put
Oh.
give him a sandwich
Oh,
in
look
bed.
at that. That's a couple of rounds. That's a couple of rounds of sandwiches.
Cut that bread
Zoom in on the
himself.
mayo. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Lick it.
Because
you
he
lick it.
always puts us on full screen, I'm gonna leave him on there for quite a while. How you doing, Craig?
That's a lovely bed knob behind you.
That's what she said.
Oh,
Dead shiny.
That's a very thin pillow. Who can? Is that for the little one, or is that for you?
No, that's mine.
personal.
That's a very
personal
thin.
pillow.
You like a very thin pillow, Craig.
And I was eating ham sandwiches as well.
It's not my
It's got the pink pillow. Eating ham
Is that all right?
sandwiches.
Fucking stack, can it?
Was that a bit of mustard in there? You got a bit of mustard in there as well.
Yeah. What's in the sandwich?
Yeah,
Ham and
cheese.
ham and cheese. Classic combo.
There you go. Ham and cheese.
Sliced
mayo?
or grated.
God, look, nice thick bread as well. You made me hungry just looking at that sandwich.
Any pickle? Any pickle on there?
No, just cheers.
Any pickle?
All about ham, cheese, and
I like a
coleslaw.
bit of piccalilli on a ham and cheese. I'm a purist. I love a ham and cheese in any shape or form, but
I'm not at home, so.
oh, are you?
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm?
In London.
In that London.
Yeah.
In London.
So yeah.
No
Daughter's birthday.
one
birthday
cooked bins.
No, daughter's birthday on Saturday, so.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, nice.
I thought you'd be going for a bit of undercooked mince. I know you like that when you're in London. Not left to get you a sandwich. Excuse me, have you got some pasta della nata and some undercooked mince?
How's everyone? All right.
Yes,
how's
good.
everyone?
Yeah, very good. More interested in your
I
cheese
thought
and
you might have
sandwich,
got-
to be honest.
I thought you might have gone to the beer shop that you found last time, or at Christmas, should I say? Down the road.
Saving my money for Little, basically. So
Fair enough.
yeah,
Fair enough.
so I'm gonna get something.
Fair
I'll
enough.
get something next. I'm gonna get something next week as well. So it might be too awkward to travel with. So.
So this person, Partizan, which I think is Peter, because he's a pervert as well.
Yeah, I think Parsifal has a smoking fetish.
I think so. You're in the wrong place to smoking fetish. Rory, do you smoke? I know Jake does once in a while.
Every now and again.
No,
But I'm not. But I'm also not a woman, unfortunately.
Sorry.
No.
He clearly doesn't watch
Classic Sani.
Crap it is that Peter watches.
That couldn't be even more. That might be the comment of the night.
Classic Sani.
Classic Sani, and also now I'm hungry. So if Craig smoked and ate that sandwich, would that fit the bill for
With his hat on.
Partizano?
I've got a hat. It's not here.
No hat as well.
Not here.
Yeah, have you had a bit of a trim as well, Craig?
No,
No, just padded down.
I've got these on.
Oh yeah, it's kept out at bay.
Yeah. So I've got this like fringe. As I take these off, I've got a fringe sort of.
So, stop listening to Jim Connor. That would be my advice to you. I can see all those fingerprints all over it. I like it. Hook's amazing. Hook's great. Dan Housen's dog shit. The books are good heels. The dickheads. Hardly boys.
good.
Hardly boys. No, it's the
Cool.
Hardly boys. So Jim Cornette's called the young boy. Hardly boys.
Oh, is that what he calls
Yeah. Just
the?
the
Is
Hardly
that what
boys.
he calls it?
I know what
I'm
you're
gonna say
playing up,
Jeff's
pal.
Definitely falling off the wagon, hasn't he?
I like Hook. It was good.
Do you like
Triple
Housen, mate?
Barrels.
Do you like Housen?
Take you down to Chinatown, Paul.
Do you like Housen?
Oh, Peter.
Rob, do you like Housen?
Danhausen, no.
Dan-
I think he's pretty shit.
I think he's a good wrestler, though.
It's entertaining. No, yeah, I've watched it, but I've watched some bits and bats about his like early days and stuff. It is what it is. He's
I don't understand
entertaining to a point.
I don't understand what he's doing.
No, he's kind of like no,
Doesn't
it's
make
funny.
any
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, I think that's fair. No, I'm only drunk
Curses,
tonight.
curses
Okay,
people.
that's fair enough. Apparently, they don't have a
son.
paper fish. Yeah, what?
What?
Is
That's
Hook
Taz's
his
son.
son?
Taz,
Huh?
yeah.
Taz's son,
Taz. Yeah. Yeah, he is. Absolutely.
And is he called
Yeah,
Hook
very
because
big.
he's
Are they? No,
they're
they're
from Red Hook?
You might be onto something that I'd never thought. And he's a shooter. He's a hooker. He probably there's a lot. And he played.
No,
he
but
played,
they're from Red
played
Hook,
lacrosse. That was his thing.
New
wasn't it?
Jersey.
Yeah, that was his sport in college. It was lacrosse, I think, and
Oh.
was hook. He's quite athletic, I think, from all accounts. And he's got cool hair, and he's got the best entrance theme ever. If anybody walks out to fucking Action Bronson, come on now. See, Jake probably don't know this. There's a wrestler who comes out to Action Bronson,
Oh, is there really?
and Bronson knows him and stuff.
Yeah.
Comes out. It's called the Chairman of the Board, I think it's called. It's good. It's a good song.
Mm-hmm.
He's very cool. He's like a young lad, and he's got crazy hair, which is gonna be. It's just a bit fucked up. It's a bit like Peter's hair.
But on a
It
wrestler.
does actually look a bit like Peter's hair.
Yeah, but there's
A bit wild.
better
stylish.
intros like what's his face? T-Bone, who's a UK wrestler on the WWE to Oasis, fucking in the bushes.
Fucking in the bushes. What, is that a song?
Yeah, have you
Fucking in
heard
the
that one?
bushes. No.
Yeah, Liam Gallagher does not sing on it. It's brilliant.
It's a Liam Gallagher song called "Fucking in the Bushes."
It's an Oasis song. called
Oasis
Fucking in
song
the
called
Bushes,
"Fucking in the
and
Bushes."
Liam Gallagher doesn't sing on it.
Doesn't sing on it. So does Noel sing on it? Or does Bonehead sing on
No,
it?
it's an instrumental.
All right. Okay. Fucking in the bushes.
It's an instrumental.
Well, you learn something every day, don't you? Is anybody? I know. Rory slept in
Yeah.
a bush.
It's quality song. It's on.
Has
on
anybody fucked in a bush? That's the most.
You'll recognise it.
No,
It's on Snapchat.
define bush.
No.
It wasn't a bush. It was a brick wall.
No, it's probably Reading. I think you slept in a bush, not fucked in a
Oh,
bush.
did yeah.
There
I
you
did,
go.
yeah.
I don't. I'm keeping notes.
You know her story. You know her story. It's a hard story. It's a sad story.
It's a sad story. It's a
Is
Rory
Sam
story.
still here? Is Sam still here? I'm sure he has.
No, he's gone back to work. You're having a coffee break.
Yeah, well, because it's Australian, so yeah.
But yeah, why is he fucked in the bush?
Yeah.
Or is he in just the Australian bush?
Yeah, in
That's
the
just
bush.
that's just outside.
Alright. Oh, really? Does he insist on a vigorous pubic bush?
That way.
I'm down to 2 viewers now. With the pubic
Yes.
chat.
Not to do
But
me.
the most important thing. So, how do you define a bush? I'd say a lot of
Foliage.
quite a thick foliage.
Stunted. It's a bit stunted.
Stunted in height.
Yeah.
Thick foliage.
Well,
I think it's hard.
well kept or wild. Could be either.
It's both. It's both.
Yeah.
Trim.
So, well, there's a variety of bushes. Yeah. So I'm not being. There's no innuendo. In
Well trimmed. Well trimmed.
Yeah. Well maintained.
So
I'd like a
I
bush
think
that's
it'd be
maintained by
hard to
Raggy.
find a bush. Oh, Raggy's definitely seen fucking bushes. He's told me about it on Arboretum. He's told me multiple stories about all that.
I've heard most of them.
Maybe, or would that be undergrowth? Maybe we need Raggy on for that. How do you define undergrowth and bushes? Are they two in the same?
Well, undergrowth is normally under trees. So,
Is it?
whereas bush is out on its own.
Well, I mean, you know your Well, I think they can be. I think they can be too. I think a tree and a bush can be in close proximity.
What about a hedge?
Yeah.
Where do you stand on a what's the
Thicket.
difference between the bush and
What
a
about
hedge?
thicket?
Yeah.
Hedge is normally between two fields.
It's a perimeter. It's a perimeter. It's a
Because
perimeter bush.
Because it's a hedgerow. Hedgerow.
Yeah.
See?
A row of
Yeah.
hedges.
Yeah.
So that's why we need you, Craig.
Yeah.
Specifics. Nobody's shagged it and nobody's fucked in a hedge. I'll tell you that for sure. Too spiky. All thorns.
I wouldn't live stream it even if I did.
Yeah, only on OnlyFans.
Yeah. See, it's a lot of thorns in a hedgerow.
Yeah, pricks. Yeah.
Hey! This is what you sign up for, kids.
Like a rose between two thorns.
What, Rory between me and Jake?
I was about to say that. Yeah.
Talking of bricks.
Well, they just wake up in flower beds.
Yeah. Flower. Yeah.
What?
Flower beds would be a.
Oh yeah, Conrad, can man.
Conrad's his fucking son-in-law. He's not gonna rip off Flair. Might be a bit of a carny, but yeah, no, it's all a bit sad. But I mean, Rick wants a bit of money, doesn't he? Conrad's going to help him. I think that's pretty much it. It's his son-in-law.
It's even worse with Hogan.
Is
It's
he
even
involved?
worse with Hogan.
I sent Roy the link. It was amazing. There's this little bit. I don't know when it was. I think it was a couple of years ago when he had a little. Listen to me when I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
You were like, "Well, you brother."
Yeah. So yeah, so, yeah.
It was wonderful.
Yeah. Jay Lethal's good though.
But it's going to be awful. It's going to be the
No, it'd be awful.
Jay Lethal is good. Jay Lethal's not in it though, is it?
No, I'm saying that Jay Lethal
Is he?
is like good. He does a good Hogan. He does a good.
There's a good match, yeah.
matches,
There's a good flair, yeah. His flair's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah. He did Macho to Macho, didn't he? And he signed off on it.
Did he?
When
Oh,
Macho
you know,
was
he
in
rang him
TNA.
up, and he rang him up, and he thought he were a mate pissing around. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you do an impression of me, huh? It's like, come on. It's like, then somebody rang up and said, did he call you? It's like, that was him? No way. I think he just kind of completely played it down. Like, okay,
cool?
whatever, yeah.
Who is it then? So
That call from heaven.
is it Hogan and the Rockers?
You mean the Rock and Roll Express?
Sorry, I'm on the delay.
Rock and Roll Express. Rock and Roll Express.
It's the Rock and Roll Express. Yeah.
That's
And
initially. It
Hogan.
was maybe. Well, it's not going to be. It's not going to be Hogan, is it? He can't do out. He's
Yeah.
fucked. He's fucked.
You know,
But he can't fucking move.
yeah.
Like stem cell.
He replaced.
Stem cell.
He replaced.
Yeah, Steamboat.
They wanted.
Yeah.
They wanted what's the name, didn't they?
Ricky Steamboat. But
Yeah, but
he
Steamboat said no,
refused.
and Hogan said yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's gonna be Hogan.
Versus Flair and FDR.
They should do one last final match.
Yeah.
Hogan versus
Flair and FDR versus
What, from the wheelchair?
Hogan and Rock and Roll.
From the wheelchair.
Well, the Rock and Roll are doing okay considering how old they are. I've seen a few bits and bats. They do all right for what they are.
Yeah, they've been on the
I,
indies a while.
I used to watch a bit of that a long time ago when Hogan was around. And then he started getting into
Yeah.
films.
He's gonna be awful.
What you gonna do? Can't be reviews.
Well,
what you gonna do, brother?
Whatever. No. It's just like
It is what it is. I'll have to get another beer. That's lasted me ages. That's like I've been on that for like 2 hours.
What is it?
Got another head.
What is it?
Some sublime myself righteous,
Oh right, okay.
and it was beautiful. Beautiful.
Was it as good as your first time you had it, Rob?
Don't know. It's hard to say, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
It was on Polly's.
This time I had it, I'd say it was a bit disappointing. If I'm being honest.
Oh, no beer for me this week.
Oh really? None at all.
Oh.
Well,
You must have
Puritanical
some in the
lifestyle.
south, yeah.
I've seen the dates down the road in the co-op. It's not good. Well, I could. I mean, but the hoppy beers are sat on the shelf out of date.
Bloody hell. No Tesco or Aldi here.
Cider for me, my lad.
I think Clapham. Go Clapham. About a mile and a half away.
What are you
What,
drinking?
that?
Adam?
I'm
What are
still
you drinking?
on double heathen for now. I'm going to these head to head, which is spare.
That's a good beer.
B-side spare, which is the black IPA version.
Oh,
But
right.
my heathen was definitely, there was something wrong with it. Is that McConnell's?
McCall's.
Oh,
A
thank you.
Newcastle and S43.
Cheers.
Yeah.
I was given this for free as well. So it's the free ale.
Got me stuff tonight.
That's right.
Pure stout.
Got some pizza.
Did you look up that?
He's got pizza as well. He's got pizza. He's had a cheese and ham sandwich in bed. Living it up. Living a good life.
All the way.
Did
Pizza
you look
in
up
bed
that?
for me, my lads. Pizza in bed for me.
Did you look at that S43 Vault City Stout?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen that knocking around. Cherry though in it, so I'm not interested.
Yeah, the cherry bakewell in it.
I like a Bakewell. I don't like cherry.
That's what it is. It's a cherry bakewell impy.
There we go. I've got a couple more. Oh yes, there we go. We've got Joe. Hey Joe, how's it going, brother?
Rob, do you like
Brother. How do you know you always gonna? When you guys are talking about wrestling, yeah, I think you've got an alert set, Joe. When I start talking about wrestling, I think you get an alert on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, do you not like cherries in general? Not in beer.
I don't really like cherries all that much in general. I'd say.
Okay.
But especially not in beer.
Love cherries in beer.
Cherry stouts.
Blueberries are better in beer.
Yeah.
Blueberries and stouts.
Are you on pizza now, Craig? You just had your round of sandwiches, now on some pizza.
I just got brought in some pizza. Okay.
Oh, there you go. It wasn't the Pizza Express one with the salad in the middle, was it?
Some sweaty nonce handed him a Pizza Express. Craig will do out.
No,
Can't call it in laws out.
No, the mother in. Yeah.
We know that. I know it wasn't Prince Andrew, but you are in London, so you're closer to Prince Andrew than any of us like that. The chances of you in handed pizza.
But he
Is
could
he under house arrest though now?
He could be in Sandringham, which is nearer me than than anyone else.
Near Shepherd's Bush.
Or Shepherd's Hedge. What's the difference?
Probably.
Shepherd's Hedge. Love it. We were saying earlier, I don't know if you were on, Craig, but I enjoyed your Twitch and live stream.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
I found it really enjoyable in the kind of like it's very kind of calming and I quite liked it was you walking through a field and not me, and you getting stung by nettles and not me.
I got a lift down the road from the brewery, so I had a few jars.
Yeah,
and I thought
you'd been needing a piss. That I was thinking all the time. I wonder if Craig needs a piss.
Well, I had one. Yeah.
All right.
There was a few dikes you could go and do that sort of thing. So
Few what?
Yeah.
What? So I was saying, what you said.
Dikes on the side of the field.
Okay.
Do you like dogs?
Oh,
Well, anybody can be a Twitcher, I guess. That's the thing, isn't it?
yeah. I used to. I was one
I
once.
know. No, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed. Couldn't really see a hell of a lot, but there's
Well, no,
something
that's
nice.
the idea. Cause,
As Jake was saying, he used to watch kind of like canal boats going down canals endlessly.
Yeah.
It had a similar quality.
yeah, soothing.
You just walking through a field having a bit of a chat.
A bit
Liked it.
sandwich.
He's got another sandwich. So
Same
two
one.
It's
sandwiches,
good.
a bit of pizza, and they brought him another sandwich.
Craig, stick
Living the bloody good life.
stick that pizza slice in that sandwich.
Oh, dirty
yeah,
boy.
now you're talking.
Dirty boy.
Oh, it's
he's
gone.
eating it,
Oh,
wasn't
he's
it?
had it.
Go and
He's
ask for
had
another
it.
pizza. Says there's been a request of online for another slice of pizza to go in my sandwich. See what happens.
Oh, he's doing it.
Oh,
He's doing it.
Oh,
Oh, he's got a bit. He's doing it. Oh,
dirty.
hang on.
It's dirty.
Hang on. Here we
Oh,
go.
have a little bite of that.
I've got to take that crust off as my teeth will fall out.
It's all right. He's laid down doing this, so it's impressive behaviour. Is this? I've heard.
Not as good as us.
Here we go. Look at this.
It's not as good as a lasagna sandwich.
See, that's. I want to have a chat with you about that. Clearly. Oh yes.
Improvement or too much?
The mayo coming out of there.
Oh, no one likes that.
What's the experience then, Craig? The pizza in a sandwich, pizza and ham and cheese sandwich.
You just got to, taste that.
Suppose that.
It's nice.
Oh, sniff that.
It's all right. It's all right. It's
I
not bad.
don't know how to get you off this now.
Wash down with a pint of agua.
Agua. It's on agua and
London's finest.
best in the bit of Peckham Spring.
Peckham Spring, yeah.
Is that not Guinness Clear?
Guinness Clear. Nice.
No idea. No idea. It's not bad. I don't know if it works though.
Mm.
But
Somebody I used to work with, he liked a pork pie in a sandwich.
I've got mustard on the pizza now, so
It's probably I can see it ruining the sandwich and ruining the pizza. It's just better on their own.
Lasagna sandwich, Adam. Lasagna sandwich. Tell me about it.
Your leftover lasagna, two bits of bread, a slice of cheese.
Slice of cheese.
You
Add more cheese to it.
Oh yeah, you got to get a slice of cheese to get it a bit. You put it in the grill and grill both sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's toasted as well.
Yeah.
Shit.
So the cheese melts and the meat warms up.
Sliced cheese or grated cheese?
Sliced, because you want it inside.
Wow. Not fucking around, are you? Big old chod. You can leave that in for a bit 'cause it's not getting direct heat. It's going through the bread.
That's why you put. That's why
Is
you
it
put
a
it on the
low
grill.
light? Do you ever go put it in low light then?
Yeah, low on the grill.
There you go.
Both sides as well, so it's got opportunity.
Well, I just
Because the
want to
meat
get to the
heats
bottom
up
of
and
that.
melt the
Also,
cheese.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I think you need some serious
Good.
bread. You can't just go a bit of sliced fucking toasty, can you, on that?
You can, if you double crust.
Double crust. Ooh.
Also,
That's
in
a double crust.
But,
Serious. No, but just to cover a double crust, you're gonna need a fairly big sized piece of lasagna.
in the Forest of Dean, but they're like a
Yeah.
they're like a
Oh, Miss Craig getting up in his pants, brushing his crumbs off his stomach, his groin. Oh, I missed all this gold. I'm gonna get onto him, and he's just gonna be like sitting back down here. There we go.
Yeah.
It's very 70s Benny. Isn't it?
crotch shot.
It is. It is 70s London Rim.
London Rim.
Land.
I think I just saw Craig's moose knuckle.
Was it under his London Rim?
Wonderful.
Knuck moose. Very nice. Well, Rob doing a Peter.
I'm hoping on some comments from
Oh, me.
on Paul about Indeed.
Oh,
Oh, very good wrestling reference.
dear.
It's gone under the
I
radar
wouldn't
there.
get.
Which one?
I wouldn't get them.
What's from you,
Indeed.
Paul? I can say this sounds...
Yeah, I wouldn't get.
Oh,
I wouldn't
Indeed.
get
I
that.
don't think it was. I don't think it was an Indeed.
Oh, I thought it was it. I thought it was it.
No. I think last time I talked to Joe, Jake, I was talking about styling and profiling.
Oh, really?
Our
yeah.
drunken evening.
Yeah. We said that way
watching
too much that day.
Elvis and a lot of Ric Flair.
So that's what I take away
That
from
was-
that day, really.
Yeah.
Ric Flair videos and then watching a load of Elvis videos as well. And then Craig vomiting. Horrendous.
Lovely.
Horrendous stuff on
Middle
the
of
floor.
the night.
Yeah.
We'd had a
Oh, that-
cracking time. As it turned out.
That night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's all
living it
it's all
up
the same day. It's all
until the
it's-
early hours of the morning, until like
Yeah.
2:30 in the morning, watching Elvis and Ric Flair.
Yeah, I come down and.
You were in
see you
bed?
later. Went to bed.
I'm in bed. I'm going to be sick. I'm going to vomit up my dark soul.
Yeah.
You never live it down, sorry. Here's
I'm
what it
sorry. I'm sorry. It was a dark colour.
It's alright, I don't live there anymore.
I know.
She's going to deal with that stain. He's probably still there. I mean, they're away. I've got to have a look tomorrow if you want.
I did a good job of
You did.
trying to make it up. Get rid of it.
It
But
was impressive how dark it was though. It was that like
it's all the
berry
it's all the-
flavoured
it's all the
sours and imperial stouts.
Yeah, it's all the sours. Yeah,
All Vault Cities, isn't it, and shit.
just bits and bats.
You want Vault City, won't you?
Vault City, Yonder,
There's gonna be so much in
Ale Song. Ale Song.
Yeah.
Oh really?
There's something else as well. Another.
Oh,
Cascade. We have a Cascade.
turn my
That's
guts
it,
upside down.
Cascade,
That much sour. My guts would be in pieces.
Oh, mine were eventually. Yeah.
But like the acid reflux, and I'd be shitting myself more than vomiting there.
Wow. Yeah. No good. Don't wear shorts.
Equal amounts.
Can't hide it, can you? Just dribbling down your leg.
Equal amounts
No.
of skin sour.
Don't wear bright, like pale colours.
No.
No, I can't do too many sours. One or two, and that's my limit.
Yeah, but
Bad times, I see. Bad times on the.
I drink more sours now at bottle shares because it's obviously sharing bottles, so you
It's always
get to
fucking.
try.
It's always sours at bottle shares, isn't it?
It always is. Yeah, saisons and whatever.
I'm bringing impies and strong ales only.
Good.
That's how I
That's
roll.
what you should do. That's the good way to roll. Last one I went to, I took two barrel-aged barley wines, and they fucking loved them because they were amazing beers. Because all those toss pots were just taking fucking disappointing sours. I'm like, yeah, why don't people bring hoppy beers to these things?
That's the trouble. Very rarely anyone brings IPAs.
See, I've got a barrel aged hoppy wild ale, which might be interesting.
Oh.
From Daya.
All right.
Yeah, they've got
Thanks for
that
making
stout
a
Zilla thing from Umbard. I'll be taking next Tuesday.
Which one?
The Stout Zilla.
All right. I
Barrel-aged.
picked up the barrel-aged Imperial Bueno shake.
Yeah, I saw. I didn't realise they'd done it, to be honest. So,
Yeah. Scott and Wanda did a review of it, and they absolutely loved it. It's got like a 4.32 or something like that on Untapped. Right.
Yeah, I think they do.
Okay.
They do some good. I think they do some good stouts.
But you mean it's a 750 bottle, like 11.5%, and the Trembling Madness were doing it for £12.50. I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. That's not
Yeah,
bad
that
price.
is pretty good.
Direct from
That's
the
a good
brewery,
price.
18 quid.
Makes no
Fucking hell.
sense.
I
No
know.
sense.
That's why. And I missed
That's
out
the
first
same with
time. I was
Chapter.
like, oh shit, I want a bit of that. It came
Yeah,
back in
well,
last week. I'm like, hey.
12 quid worth.
Yeah, I know.
Chapter's barrel age range, you can only get it as a set from the brewery at like nearly 70 quid, or individually from Penny Lane Londis, 11 quid
All right.
for 12.5% barley wine,
London,
barrel aged barley wine.
in London, it's
750.
just
Well, why wouldn't you
crazy.
buy it separate?
I know, but the brewery aren't doing it. I had to go to Penny Lane Londis to do it, so I got the two I wanted to get. And that was it.
I wish we had a Londis like that. Bloody hell.
Surprised it's not
Crazy.
taken on down
They had a load
way.
of
I
Old
think,
City as well, anyway, and Holy Goat.
I think it's a lot to do with like other businesses that have been successful doing it. I mean, it's like Premier Hop. That Premier Hop exists because of what Rainville did. Because Premier Hop was a Premier shop, Premier stores. I don't know if you get them down your way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a Londis,
Yeah.
same difference really.
loads.
And they were in Farsley, and they just had a shop. I mean, I went a handful of times. It was good, and it was the Premier shop in Farsley, and then they just went. They still owned the shop, and it was like a post office and stuff. And then they turned it into
They're all franchise,
like an online shop.
There's-
Because like
there's-
Rainville, when Rainville for like fucking
Yeah.
20 odd years, when like Johnny's dad owned, it was just a kind of shop. And then gradually, like more and more and more, they got rid of like the newspapers and the sweets and all the other bits that a kind of shop would have, and now it's just loads and loads of beer.
Yeah, might be location, maybe. I don't know, but I don't know. There's a place in Croydon in London. I can't remember what it's called now. You go in, it's just like
Oh yeah, you mentioned. I remember you
I can't
mentioned
remember.
it.
I can't remember what it's called now. But yeah, Rasco. Oh, you've got to go in there, and I heard about this place. I can't remember, something market in Croydon, and it's like a shop that's got everything, but then it's got this massive fridge of craft beer and a few shelves as well for some of the stouts and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Well, that's like bargain booze is going up here. They're getting like crap load of Polly's, crap bro, just like load of bargain booze from too late to over the water. That's what bargain booze is when they're doing a load of craft range.
Well, they're just franchises, aren't they? You can sell what you want in there and stuff. Makes sense, doesn't it? It's like what sells. I can't believe like at least one or two places in any major city or town don't have something like that.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, it's not cool. It might. I don't think it's caught on yet. I would have heard about it, but it's like, have you heard about this? They got loads of beer. Some would have.
Well, why wouldn't they be in London? I mean, I can't think of many beer shops in London these days.
Kill the cat.
As much a bar. I mean, I used to go down to Chris's Wines up in. Yeah, I used to go to Chris's Wines up in, where was it? Islington Way.
Yeah. There was
Ghost
like you to beer in Borough Market.
Yeah. There's not a place that's just a.
Oh, look, it is.
There you go. All right.
Bye.
I'm gonna have to go because
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
It's bedtime.
On the fruit shoots.
You got your phone?
Fruit shoots.
Yeah.
I didn't give it. Where's your phone?
The heavy stuff.
You got it. Okay. Just the heavy stuff. You're gonna look at your phone then? Are you gonna stay awake yet? You're going to sleep. You don't know yet. Tell you what, you can snore again.
I don't snore.
Okay.
But
Right,
Daddy
I'm
does.
going.
Daddy does. I know he does.
I do.
I shared a room with him.
Far
Like
lies over.
like a rusty
I
old
snore like an elephant.
rusty old lawnmower.
Snore like an elephant, apparently.
He does. I've heard it. Kept me
Right.
up all night.
Yeah, no. Sorry. I'm going now.
See ya.
All right, calm down.
Sounds like a broken lawnmower.
It weren't that funny. She snores like that.
And you snore like this.
I do. I know. You know, so.
Oh.
Right. See you later.
You're the squirrel, not me.
Yeah, all right. Bye. See you
See you
later.
later. Bye.
He does snore really loud. It reverberated around the room. Jeez. It was when we were in Birmingham. She and Peter were in the weird front room bit with like
Beside each other.
You're on like dentist chairs.
Yeah.
Were they like recliners?
No, it went fully flat, but it was.
But there was single.
They're quite skinny. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like single chairs.
Yeah. Like
It was very
futons.
odd.
Yeah.
No, not as flat as a futon. You kind of like still up, like
Was it? I remember. Well, I
higher
was
than, like,
fucking.
seat height.
To be fair, anything would have done at that point in Birmingham.
and yeah, and I was in. Me, older fellas, we bags ourselves a like a proper bed. Me and Craig, but it was like the most empty shell ever.
Yeah, no furniture or anything to cushion.
No soft furnishings in there to cushion the kind of. So it was like a prison cell.
Really?
It's like kind of like the noise just reverberated around the room as Craig snoring. Oh, gee. I know I snore, but wow. If you get sleep before me, you've got a shouting chance. But yeah, I woke up before him like, oh Jesus Christ! and he's got outed by his daughter, so
Yeah.
there's nothing more honest than a
No.
little one. Tell you exactly how it is.
So I have to be careful what you say. Have to be careful what you say around them.
Absolutely.
I'll be 2 seconds.
There he goes. I can be bad. Yeah. 2 right, Phil. Me too. It's all right.
But I
Well,
mean,
things, innit?
in Leeds, I've shared a bed, not an actual bed, but like in like we're beside each other with about that much gap, and
You and Craig.
and he didn't wake me up at all. But I think I was just so mullered that I just didn't hear it.
I see. I think. I mean, I'll be done for a short period of time, and then I'll be. If I wake up, then it'll be. Oh no!
I remember in London, Gav snoring, and
Yeah,
I was
I'd
on the sofa in the front room, and I could hear.
See, I was in
could
the same
hear
room.
Yeah, exactly,
It
and I
didn't
could hear it
bother
down
me.
the hall, and you were in the same room.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I won't be surprised.
But I think it's because
That's
I just woke up like massively early before everyone, and like that's all I could hear. It's just
I think we were kind of like stirring one point, and he let out a horrendous fart, and I was still pissed, and I laughed, and he just went, "Laugh at your own farts." Yeah, I saw Richard, who you shared the room with. He came in on Sunday late on. He's always he's like dodgy bastard. He's a chef at NHS, yeah, so I think he makes the most of the leftovers, or makes lots of leftovers. He had like this massive container of curry, which you're probably going to see him in. Like, I think he's got at least 2 kids. He might have 3 kids. I'm not sure. That had been them, and he had more then. And he gave me these. It's ready break porridge on the go, like bar
Ready
things.
break.
They were well nice.
Yeah,
He's like, he probably had a fucking load of them as well. He was like,
yeah,
he was like, here's a bit of a treat for later on. Like, "Oh, nice, thanks. They were well nice. I fundamentally disagree with the whole that weird breakfast biscuit phase that we're going on.
yeah.
It's just a fucking biscuit.
Yeah, no,
not
I
breakfast.
just eat them for a little snack. I wouldn't have them as my breakfast.
Yeah,
I eat them
no.
as little tasty.
It's
I like the yogurt
appalling.
ones. The ones that are like the yogurt with the jam in. But they're a nice
Yeah.
little snack there.
Pop
I like
Tart.
the Alpen Light.
Yeah. But
Right.
I remember having to say to Richard, like when we're in that hotel room or in that Airbnb,
Yeah.
he was just showing me loads of music, and I was like, at one point I was like, I've just got to go to bed now. I was like, I've seen enough.
Yeah, he was proper like fucking on it, wasn't
Yeah. It was good. It was good up to a point. I was enjoying it, and then it got to the point where I was like, "That's one too many now." I'm gonna have to go to bed.
The song that encompasses that entire weekend for me is "Job Seeker" by
Sleaford Mods.
Sleaford Mods.
Sleaford Mods.
He's like, "Oh, you gotta listen to this.
You
gotta
got-
listen to this. No, shut up.
Yeah,
Listen to it.
listen to the lyrics. Listen to the lyrics.
No. I love that song though.
Yeah,
But as a result of that, completely as a result of that weekend. But but he was fucking obsessed, wasn't he?
yeah.
He's a funny lad. He's kind of like mega serious a lot of time as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
quite earnest in what
Yeah.
is sort of saying. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Anytime, Steve. Oh, Steve coming in. That's good, Johnny early. I'm in. Yeah, that's nice. All right, Steve, how you doing? Don't share a room with Craig. That'd be my advice, Steve. Oh, that's not. Don't worry about it, Craig. It's just
Yeah.
one of those things, isn't it? Just one of
Yeah,
those things.
I'll share a room with you anytime, Craig.
Like Becky
I
tells
think
me
it's always-
continuously how much I swear in my sleep. fucking dickhead. I'm like always having a bit of aggro. Be like, oh, what bunch of fucking idiots. Fucking idiots. That's very much one of my terms. Fucking idiot. Oh, fucking idiots. Fuck off. Fuck off, you fucking idiot. I think that's probably quite common.
I'm surprised Rob came through the wall
You what?
in Nottingham. I'm surprised you didn't hear me through the wall in Nottingham.
No. I think it's quite insulated in those cells. Did you guys get charged for breaking the sofas?
Break the sofas.
You fucking broke the sofa.
I fixed it though before we left.
Yeah, it was well wobbly beforehand, but we broke in London. We broke some of the patio furniture, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's really crumbly fucking.
It was like the
outdoor
stuff that's been
furniture. I think somebody
in the
sat on it
sun
and it was like,
in the sun for years.
yeah, perished.
Yeah, no one's
Brittle.
ever thought about sitting on it.
I can't remember what we did with it. Did we just like prop it up so it looked like it wasn't broken?
I don't know if any of it landed because there was a skip directly below the balcony, weren't there? Yeah, I don't know if any ended
Just
up there.
hide it over the fucking balcony.
Yeah.
Drop it in. Because there was just loads of shite down there.
It's one of those places that it was a damn good place to know about in London, but I have no recollection of where it actually was or where we were.
I could take you there. I could take you there now.
It was like sort of Spitalfields, Liverpool Street area, wasn't it?
No.
Was it Spitalfields? I thought it was like.
No, it was what? It was more Limehouse.
Oh, okay.
It was near Craig. I think it was near there at one point when on one of his journeys recently.
Mm-hmm.
And there were McDonald's over the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got a load of snacks and drinks from an offie.
Road.
Yeah.
I think we got something worth drinking, didn't we?
Yeah. I can't remember what it was now.
Urging a Dunkel or something like that.
Yes, I think it was that sort of thing.
It's on a Lancashire crisp. Oh, Lancashire
Fiddlers.
Crisp. Oh, Lancashire.
Yeah, but
It's a Welsh ale and a Lancashire crisp. black pudding, and what? You're frozen.
An English
Yeah,
mustard.
English mustard and black pudding. Oh, posh crisps.
I've never thought about putting mustard on black pudding. Is that a thing?
No,
Is that a thing?
no.
Whole grain
I've
mustard
never-
and black pudding.
No, I
Really?
don't. When do those two things come together?
I wouldn't call whole grain mustard English mustard though.
Oh no,
No, I wouldn't.
No.
But whole grain's better on a black pudding than English.
yeah. English mustard's fucking lethal. I can't cope with it. It's too strong.
A lot.
Are you-
Mustard
As
just tastes like hairspray to me.
As a man of Norfolk, are you a keen fan of mustard?
No,
Are you keen as mustard?
keen as mustard. No, I don't like mustard. It just
Is that-
gives me that hairspray flavor in my mouth, and I
Are
don't.
you- Is that because it's Norfolk and you're Suffolk?
No,
You hate
no, I don't.
you hate
I-
everything to do with Norfolk.
yeah, I can't stand Coleman's. Yeah, I can't have living in
Delia
Suffolk.
Smith.
You can't have Coleman's in the house. No Delia Smith.
Matt
books.
Robbins.
Yeah.
You don't even know who Matt Robbins is.
Tell you
No.
what,
He's a flash in the pan in Premier League.
Aldi's mustard's decent.
Is it
I'm Dijon all the way,
Dijon.
mate.
Whole
I'm
grain.
Dijon.
Dijon?
That's your everyday mustard. That's next grade. I mean, I love a crap American mustard though. I love a yellow mustard. But I'm not
French
English
mustard's
mustard.
good on hot dogs.
Coleman's. That
Yeah,
shit is too fucking harsh.
if I had to have mustard, it'd be American mustard. Like if it's already on something, I'll eat it, but I wouldn't add it. I'd never add mustard.
Is it partially because you thinking fuck Coleman's?
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
Norfolk,
It's always in the back of the mind. Always.
fuck Norfolk, fuck Coleman's. I think the special
Yeah.
up
they
there
got
in the
some-
north
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the
So they got
fork.
some mustard dynasty.
Yeah, well they
like
have,
that.
haven't they?
Yeah.
Worldwide.
Yeah. Coleman's a big brand.
Never been a
Big
Suffolk.
big
mustard.
employer. Big employer.
So
They're not owned by
I've never
someone.
been a,
then.
never been
We've
a
got
Suffolk
we've
mustard
got.
in-
Have you ever heard of Stokes sauces? You might have seen
No.
Stokes sauces.
maybe.
Yeah, if you Google it, they do like it's just like artisan ketchup and all this sort of shit.
Oh,
But
that
they're
rings a
from,
bell.
they're from Suffolk.
That rings a bell.
Their barbecue sauce is particularly nice.
I think I better know it's a staple of the. Oh yeah, you get that in farm shops and
Yeah.
shit, don't you?
Yeah. It's that one.
Is it from
Oh, the
exclusively
beetroot.
Ipswich though? That's what I want to know.
No, it's nowhere near Ipswich. Somewhere in Suffolk.
And I'm English mustard on my side. See, Craig, I was asking you this, and you were like, "Oh no, it's just ham and cheese." I'm like, "Is the piccalilli on there?"
He had mayo
Got a bit
on
of
there, and
Branston.
mustard. He had all sorts going on.
Yeah, mustard and mayo on a cheese ham sandwich. I'm a purist. I'm going to put a decent amount of butter on there. I'm not going to lie. I like it nice and soft, nice soft white. If you're going to cheese and ham, I might grate it. Maybe I prefer grated to sliced
No,
cheese and ham.
is it a textural
And
thing?
if given the
with grated?
choice, yes, because it's yeah, absolutely. It gives you get more from the
Yeah.
grated, do you?
Gives you a little bit of bounce as well, doesn't it? Gives you a little bit.
It does.
Of...
You can pack it down if you want it as well. There's a lot of options with a bit of grated. And personally, if given the choice, I've not had it for a while, but piccalilli.
Mm.
Remember David Dowling, the Urban Viking, one of the OG UK beer tubers? He referred to piccalilli as tasting like depression. I'll always remember that. That's the one thing I will take away from my friendship with David. His reference of piccalilli tasting like depression.
I've been enjoying, like the half-size baguettes. Getting those, and just like you get them from Lidl for 22p, freshly
Lidl.
baked. Lidl. A freshly baked baguette for
Oh,
22p.
half-baked.
No, it's
Yeah,
fully
no.
baked. You just buy it from their fresh counter.
Yeah, they
oh,
do.
yeah.
And just load it with whatever you want. Doesn't matter, but they're great because they're soft. They're not like the fucking like mouth
Rock
scratches.
hard. Oh, I hate them. I've got a very
Yeah.
sensitive, soft palate.
Yeah, but they're great. I like 22p, and it's just like a nice baguette. I buy their barbecue chicken. Get some rocket. Get some cheddar on there.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, lovely.
See, a bit of bread,
I do a layer of on one side. I'll put some butter just for a bit of lubrication, and on the other I put hot sauce, and I spread that along the
Wow.
the baguette.
What's your preferred hot sauce?
No, my go-to every day run of the mill is Cholula.
Oh yeah, Cholula, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. But at the moment,
Enjoy the
because
wooden
they didn't have Cholula. I've got the Incona, just the standard Incona,
Oh, yeah.
and that's a bit too hot for an everyday
okay.
carry. but I'm getting through the bottle before I buy something else because I it was Sriracha on everything for ages, and then I got a bit bored of it, and now it's Cholula on
Gotta
everything.
switch things up, ain't you?
Yeah. So
How about making your own?
What's that?
Make your own hot sauce.
I'm weak. How you just get
Yeah,
Sriracha.
I did. It went. I think I've still got it. It went quite badly. I think I've still got it in the fridge. I might go and look for it in a minute, and you look at it and go, "Oh, I tried." It was a bit too thin, so kind of like beefed it up a bit, and I think it went like wallpaper paste.
Oh, really? a bit.
I fermented. I mean, I had some chili. I bought some chilies for something, and then we didn't use them. And we're like to Becky, all right, because she uses a lot more chili than me. All right, do you want these? And she's like, "No, I'm not going to use them." I thought, there's a guy on YouTube called Josh Wiseman. I don't know if you watch Josh Wiseman.
Yeah, I watch all this shit. Yeah,
I like Josh Wiseman.
Yeah.
So he did the thing about hot sauce, making your own hot sauce. Admittedly, his chilies weren't just like the run of the mill shite you get in like a supermarket.
Yeah, because he always
Well, I
uses
thought-
primo stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just had I had all the bits and bats. I mean, I've got if we ever have hot dogs, I would like hot dogs once in a while. I'll keep the jars. Right. It's all very thought through, is this, but it's a bit scuffery. When you've got a bit of something that you don't want to pour down the plug hole, put it in the jar, put the lid back on.
Yeah.
That's some shit you don't want to pour down the plug hole.
Yeah.
So that was often my plug hole kind of like thing, but I'd not got that far, so it was just brine. Get rid of brine. It was essentially just a bit of water and salt, just a brine, and then chilies in there, and weight them down and leave them for a while, and then blitz them up and put it with a bit of this and bit of that. Oh, and hot sauce. I'm gonna have a look now, just to show you, because you'd be like, "Oh, that looks good," but I would never eat it because it's been there for ages now.
Yeah.
Just to prove the fact that I made hot sauce.
What was the? Why did you pour those 2 beers out, Adam? Was just to have them, or is there a correlation?
Yeah, so it's the non-dark beer is the poly IPA, and the dark beer is.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I'm still going.
Completely different beers.
Yeah. That's
Went a bit chunky.
It does look a bit chunky. It looks like it's gone on the camera. It looks a bit pale.
It has gone a bit solidified, I think.
Yeah.
It smells nice. I've got a bit jellified over time. It has. It's like a creme brulee.
My
big guy's thick sauce. Hey, come on
Yeah.
now. That's the business. But because it was too thin, it was a bit not smooth enough for me.
My sister for Christmas, she did actually buy me a make your own hot sauce kit. And then but when you look at it, it's like you have to just buy all the ingredients yourself. Essentially, it's just a nice big bottle. It's a skull shaped bottle, and I can't remember what else is in it. It's like the app, and it's like it's not much of a kit because it's like you have to buy this and this and this and this and this. I think it might have some vinegar in there. I think it's got like vinegar in it.
Or anything like that.
Yeah, it could be, but it's like all the fresh ingredients you have to. Oh, obviously, because they're fresh ingredients, you have to like buy them yourself. But I will get round to doing it.
I should.
But,
It's a piece of piss, and I've let mine ferment a lot longer than they should have done. But if you got like a kilner jar, sauce whatever chilies you want.
Yeah.
Essentially, all you need is a brine, and you weight them down so they're submerged, unless depending on how much you've got. Leave it in a jar for a couple of weeks, maybe like even less than that. Blitz them up, add a bit of vinegar. That's essentially it.
Yeah. But Joshua Wiseman, it is my sort of YouTuber because he does all the close.
Yeah.
And it's like
I can completely see.
Papa don't like it.
Geese.
Papa don't like it.
Papa no kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's very. Yeah, I can see there's a commonality between you and him.
Yeah, but also he does like just know he just knows his shit as well. You just get the sense that it's just, but he can be a little bit too preachy on certain things. I think on certain things about ingredients and
I made his baked ziti. It was completely unnecessary.
Yeah,
a lot of it. I could make the same fucking thing.
Yeah, and I want to know if he actually does like when he makes something that like requires like a tortilla. He makes the tortilla. Like, does he do that at home every time? Does he make it at home
tortillas? It's next game. I had tacos this lunchtime at North. This little place that we're down there for today, and it makes so much of a difference if you can do it making yourself. They are.
Yeah.
There's something synonymous for me in eating tacos, primarily in Copenhagen. It's one of the best places I've ever had tacos. I have had tacos at a proper Mexican place in San Diego, but the best ones I've ever had were in Copenhagen. The Hilo de Sanchez. She used to be one of the chefs at Noma, and they opened a couple of taquerias in Copenhagen. Anyway, and the two components what really I've just got over time of eating tacos. What make it for me is a proper corn tortilla, like a really lovely one. It might be handmade, it might be bought in, but it's that corn tortilla and lime.
Thick.
It's just it could be anything else in there. As long as it's got freshly squeezed lime in the corn tortilla, it's like
and an actual tortilla, like the ones you get in a packet, they're thin as anything. Whereas an actual tortilla should have a little bit of bounce to it. They're not like paper. They're not like paper thin.
No.
Yeah. A little bit of chew, a little bit of bounce to it. Yeah.
Oh, we had some corkers today. That was my tea. Well, it was going to be my lunch, but then they were like you got 3 for £9. I got the and Becky's daughter was going to have one, but then when they came, she didn't want one. So I'll have another one. So I had 4 and she had 2. So I got like chipotle pork ones and then beef barbacoa. They were beautiful. Oh, I can do the meat bit, but then it's all the additional.
Yeah.
Bits. They're
the
things
like
that
for me, good pizza is about the base really, because like tomatoes and cheese are tomatoes and cheese, but like the base just makes it. If it's too like stodgy or like there's lots of things that can go wrong with a pizza base.
That the one we had in Peckham.
Yeah.
I just remember that so fondly. Just been like, because we had that like pesto-y dip.
Yeah.
I remember being sat next to you and just going like,
it's just you want the crust. Yeah.
Lovely puffy kind of base, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nice bit of left on and stuff like.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, still a place where you're quite happy with just the margarita or something like that, because that's what all you need.
Yeah, and we were hungry. We were probably quite drunk at that point.
Yeah,
but still, oh jeez, that's one of my kind of pizza memories.
Yeah, definitely.
I've been at Rome twice, and that's one of my fondest pizza memories.
Yeah, been in Peckham.
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I'd love to get anywhere near that quality. I've tried. I'm not there. Whatever I try, I know a guy who has a pizza place over up this way, and his dough's amazing as well. I'm like, I don't know the secret to it, but I've not got it.
I've never. It's something I've always wanted to do. I've never tried making it from at home.
Really,
Yeah, never. Yeah.
That's
No,
great.
no, yeah. I've made like. Yeah, I've just never made pizza dough. I've made other like sort of flatbread things, but just never done like an actual like proofed pizza dough or anything like that. I do need to give it a go.
You can do like a quick one in a couple of hours, but if you want like a decent tasting, which I mean, you make it like you'd make like bread dough, and you leave it overnight. You just don't prove it really. You can get, admittedly, if you get like a nice double O flour, it'll be a bit nicer. But it's all about your fermentation and all sorts. You do it in your fridge overnight and stuff, and you get that's next level.
Yeah,
Kids love it though, because then you can just chuck whatever they want on it.
Yeah.
You just got to do the shaping and stuff, which is the pisser. I've got a little piece of peel and stuff, because I'm an arsehole. It's got a little screw off handle and stuff. Because that's the most frustrating part of it.
Yeah.
Is getting the fucker in there. Get semolina. Get loads of semolina on it on base underneath it when you're rolling it out, and then it rolls on nicely. And it adds to a little bit of crisp.
Yeah.
A bit of semolina. A
little bit of texture.
So, yeah. As I said, I'm way off. My dough's not up to it, but I try and I persevere, and it's fun. It's fun. Sometimes you go like, "Fucking hell, this has gone really thin, like mega thin, like a fucking like quarter of a millimeter thin. Wow, that's so thin." Still don't bubble up and you want dough bubbles,
crispy bubbles and
and leopardin, but you don't get that on it in a fucking oven. It just goes a bit like bread, but it's a fun family kind of thing to piss around with. Never made your own pizza, Adam? He picks his ears.
What, the base included?
Yeah.
Not the base. I've made my own. For a long time, did breakfast pizza with a pre-made base.
Breakfast pizza? What's on your breakfast pizza?
But I've never made.
What's on a breakfast pizza? That's what I want to know.
Bacon, chopped up sausage.
Oh.
Obviously, they're just the normal tomato sauce, tomato puree, and then cheese on top. And then what happens is when you put it in, you cooked. You swap it from oven to grill, and you crack an egg on top.
The egg cooks on a little egg. An egg makes everything better.
Oh.
And then when you cut it, the yolk should be still liquidy, so that it goes into the base of the pizza. Yeah.
That sounds amazing. That sounds like something I need to do. Get it's like a pre-made base.
I never made the base.
No, you can get but it's a fucking breakfast. So you don't want to get to the pissing around to that level, do you? Oh yeah, pre-made base. All your breakfast shit on top. Cheese. Cheese makes everything better. I used to do it.
The eggs last.
I've had it's like white. I remember having a white pizza in London, and that came with a that had an egg in the middle of it, like a probably a poached egg, I guess it might be. Well, probably they just like cracked on and left it in the middle of it, I guess. Baked egg to a certain degree, and that was well nice. So you get your pizza blanco, so like a white base pizza with asparagus and egg on it and shit. Oh, well for that.
No,
I think you're onto something there, mate. I'm liking. I'm definitely considering that for the future, because everybody talks about the breakfast burrito, but I think that's a bit of a palaver. Got to get your fucking carbs in there somewhere, aren't you? Yeah. Somehow.
It's just getting it right where it's cooked in the middle on the oven, and you literally swap it to grill on your oven, and just give it the 10 minutes that it needs on the grill to cook the Just cook the egg.
So I spotted it. Craig and Paul have been commenting, and I've been completely ignoring them like a shithouse. What's Paul say? Doing ribs on the grill at the moment? I hate you, Paul. I hate you. It's like baby food. Look, it's in the oven and fish on the grill. Come on, Paul. You're not fucking oven cooking ribs, mate. Barbecue all day, mate. I thought that's an out woodsman like you are. But your instructions.
Yeah,
she bought you instructions instead of a kit.
It's instructions on the bottle. Is essentially what it was.
That sauce called Boilermaker. It's very nice, sweet and tangy.
Right.
I like it, but I
I'm
I know I was
I'm gonna
pissing around with
say
that. All right, okay.
It's
See you
been lovely
later,
to talk to you, but I
Yeah.
did overtime today, so I'm like, but it was lovely to
You
talk
got to
to you.
finish off that large glass of dark beer as well.
Bet you're glad you poured it now.
And also that.
And that as well.
Yeah,
Well, good luck with those.
yeah. I'll do. Well,
All right, see you later.
either I'll fall asleep and then drink it after. So
Ugh, that's the
we'll
worst.
see you later.
See you later. Take
Right.
care.
See you, Adam.
What's he saying? Making the skillet. Oh, this is pizza. Though, talking about pizza. Man, skillet. I thought Paul would be cooking outside.
I've seen that like cast iron skillet pizza stuff, and it just looks like keeping a cast iron skillet good
seasoned.
looks just like an absolute faff to me.
It's a right faff. I've tried. It's a right faff.
Yeah, because Sophie said because I'm terrible to buy for because I never want anything except beer, and she's like, do you want a cast iron skillet? It's like I just don't want to keep up with it. I won't wash it properly. I know I won't. I'll ruin it. I'll ruin that pan. Yeah,
I tried. Becky gave me a wok, but she won't use it. I tried to season it, and I made something that tasted really. What I made subsequently was really fucking awful. I'm like, what's that fucking flavour? It made me feel really ill. What I'd done there, I'm like, no, I've got to clean it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm doing it properly. Whatever I'm doing, it's wrong because things in my mouth shouldn't taste like this.
Yeah. Yeah, same cast iron skillet. I can't. I just need it. I need simple. I need simple at the moment. Maybe one day when I got the time to keep a cast iron skillet.
I love
in
the idea.
primo condition.
I love the idea, and I love it. You can get like flatbed, like flat top grills. What go over like a couple of
I want
for
that.
a burger, shit like that. I'd love to be able to do that, but once again, it's like 45 quid. You got like a lump of metal. I'm not sure. Well, I can't use it here because I've got gas, but Becky, she's got gas, so it's just electric here. She's got gas at hers. And I think maybe that's something would be good, but then
it's more the idea of it, isn't it? It's the idea of it is better than the actual practicality.
Back in a second. There's something that I need to show you.
Oh God, what's it going to be? It's nice to see Phil McHunt is still in the chat with great comments.
So it's not branded, but it's not far off, is it?
Oh, yeah,
it's not far off in a Smashular.
Yeah,
it's not got George
pretty
Moses'
good,
face on it. It's not far off. That was Becky bought me that as a present the other year. Yes, it's proper fucking. It's like a fucking trowel.
Yeah,
it does the job. If you had George Moses' face on it, then that's next level shit.
Exactly.
They sold out, didn't they? They sold out years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know why you don't make them like permanently.
Yeah, you'd think you'd be able to sell them, even if you did them in like small runs.
Phil's back. Phil.
Yeah.
Phil. Yeah, it's not bad, is it? It's not. It probably is a spatula in some shape or form. It's culinary anyway, whatever it is. There you go.
You see when I make smash burgers at home, I get my biggest like barbecue style spatula, and then I use a pint glass, and I use that to drive it down and get those crispy edges. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
like
because
it.
the spatula by itself just doesn't cut it really. You need to get. I need to get some extra. Whereas your one looks like it would do the job.
But then my fucking frying pan's probably isn't big enough to get in it.
Yeah. So I've got a real low. It's like a Tefal one, real round low rim to it, and that's
Okay.
that's my compromise. Like what you were saying, rather than having a flat top, I've got this real round low frying pan. I'll just chuck it onto. Yeah.
Have you done it? I do have the book. I do have the George Marks book somewhere. The Burger America thing.
No,
I've
I
not
don't
made
have his
anything
book.
from it.
Yeah. There's no equivalent to him, really, is there? He is the burger guy.
I love him. I wish he was my dad. I mean, I'm very fond of my dad, but I wish George Marks was my dad.
Yeah, I do like the videos he does for First Week Feature. Yeah, but burns himself and everything.
There's so many. Yeah, it becomes like part of the shtick. Is like in burning himself. Him doing it's like him doing very specific things. No, it's wonderful. I mean, have you watched the documentary?
No,
He's not in it.
That, yeah.
He's not even a voiceover.
He made it, but he's not a personality on it. Yeah,
which is weird, isn't it? Because he's become this personality based off of that.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good. It was on Amazon Prime for free. But I don't know if it's anymore. But it's decent. I'm just gonna leave nice trowel. That's what she said. Playing it for Smash Bags at 5. Don't you know it, brother? I'm more likely to smash a burger than a lay a brick.
Yeah.
But then again, too many Imperial Stouts. We're laying some bricks in the morning.
The next day.
No. Yeah, if you've not seen it, Bronson's done a couple of videos recently, which have been pretty good.
I haven't watched that coffee one. I saw that coffee one pop up.
That was good.
Yeah.
I did one about a bakery as well, which was good.
Have you
he's realised that people just don't want to just see him working out all the time.
Yeah, because those videos didn't really do it for me. That little stint he had when it was like him working out and then he cooked something outside.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite the same as Fuck That's Delicious.
I appreciate what you've done and well done, and I'd love to be able to do it as well. But you mean it's what someone who's got the allowance of time can do shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like he's time rich. Most people are very time poor. I am very time poor, and I can't do shit like that. So good on you. I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you're not unhealthily obese like you once were.
Yeah,
but
I do.
You are actually there for our entertainment.
Exactly. I don't want to see you eating kebabs on a street corner and
and saying stupid shit about it.
Yeah, saying like transcendental stuff about a chicken sandwich or something.
He's got an album been released now, so maybe he's making a bit more of a push. But even just like because he owns Fuck That's Delicious now.
Mm-hmm.
But then like Mayhem and all that crew's not been involved in it and stuff. So,
and that's what made it good. It was like the sort of the talking between them and the absolute sort of like bullshittery of it all.
I'm not a Body fan, but Body was he was part of the crew, wasn't he?
It's funny they're bullshit. They're like they're the stuff they're saying is like bullshit, but they're so sincere. It's
Yeah.
like it's so sincere, and like they mean it. They're sort of bullshitting, but they mean it.
Illustrious.
Yeah.
Make it realistic. I think it's illustrious. So when he's doing the chicken palm, it's like make it illustrious. I'm like, yes, I know what you get. I know what you're on about, mate.
Yeah.
And I'm all for it. And I love how much you're getting into it. Yeah, he was getting back into a bit of that. I think innately that is who he is. I don't think that's on too much. But yeah, he just got a bit tiresome. Like, you're jumping on shit. You're running around with chains on your neck.
Yeah, like that, like doing one episode about that is fine, and then when the others were about, also
all
about
of
it,
them virtually identical.
Have you seen King of Staten Island?
I watched some of it, but I
do you
don't
know
like
Action
Pete
Bronson
Davidson.
has a cameo in that?
No.
Yeah. It's so is because I watched it, and he's got really funny cameo in it. Well, it's a bit more than a cameo. Yeah, it's a good sort of like his.
What does he do in it?
It's like just a guy who wanders into like the firehouse and has been stabbed. It's been stabbed or shot. He's got some sort of wound, and like and Pete, what's his name?
Pete Davidson.
Yeah, Pete Davidson. Has to like help him and stuff, but it's just really funny. You have to. Yeah, I'm sure that clip's on YouTube. Yeah. He has to sort of get him to the hospital, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah, see, obviously everyone loves Bill Burr. Anybody who's got a sane mind loves Bill Burr. But I'm not a fan of Pete Davidson. I'm kind of like,
yeah, I'm not. I'm not. He's good in that. He is good in that film, but his other stuff like SNL and that, and
his SNL shit.
His stand up is just not my cup of tea. Really,
no,
it's very like personal to him. You have to know about like his trials and tribulations to like get it, and I just don't really. I'm not invested in him.
Yeah, exactly. Not invested.
Yeah,
that's why, in that sense, that I guess I really enjoyed Louis C.K. because I guess I invested a little bit more in his circumstance and his situations, a bit more relatable in that sense.
Yeah, this is what like I know. Obviously, he's been cancelled and all that sort of shit. But one of my best jokes ever that I relate to more than anything is about when they're going on holiday with the kids and he puts them in the car and he walks round. He puts them in the car, shuts the door, walks round, gets in his side of the car.
Yeah,
that's his holiday. The bit where it's just such a good little like it's like it's so the silence of him walking around the car and then getting in
it. Yeah. No, he's doing gigs all around Europe, but he's not coming over here. He was going to play last time. He had like a thing. It looks like he's actually got a new one coming out actually soon called Sorry. Tickets. Yeah, he was going to do a gig in Leeds at his pub. This is insane. Where I seen Colt Cabana do his live podcast to like 150 people. I'm thinking, fucking hell, last time Lucy K was in the UK, he was doing like 15,000. Now he's doing like 150 tops. He's doing London in October. Hammersmith Apollo.
Oh, really?
I think it's on sale. How much? So listen live. 52 quid. Oh wow, he's getting back up there, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's doing 2 dates in London, 1 date in Glasgow.
Interesting. Quite a short look. He must be doing some other place in Europe then.
Amsterdam, Stavanger, a couple three in Stockholm, 2 in Paris, 1 in Hamburg, 1 in Sweden. What day is it today?
Is it the first or is it the second today?
No.
Alexa, it's the third. It's the third.
I 3rd.
Yeah.
He's in Sweden, in Gothenburg.
Hmm.
He's in Gothenburg tomorrow. Sold out. Everything's sold out apart from London, Glasgow. I go to see him. I fucking go to Glasgow to see him. I think I might have. There might be conversations tomorrow with Becky about that.
Yeah.
I've seen Lucy. Oh, he's doing Wembley Arena
Bloody
and
hell.
Hammersmith Apollo.
He has bounced
Wow,
back,
that's a
hasn't
fucking comeback, isn't it? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
he? Well, he sort of did the right thing in the way, is where
Build it
because
back
he went away.
Quiet.
Yeah, he went away and then he did the small gigs thing.
Yeah.
It's the thing I found most hard about the whole stuff that came out about him was you felt that he was a good guy, even though he said all the shit. You always knew there was irony behind it, or whatever sort of angle he was doing, and then when it came out about that stuff, you thought, oh, well, actually, he's just a bit of a it was a sleaze just as much as like the people he took the piss out of were sleazers, sort of thing. But I still find him funny. I still think the stuff he says is great, and the whole cancel culture thing is a bit crazy anyway. Really, the fact that someone can just be taken down for one thing that they say. I mean, obviously, wanking in front of people who didn't ask for it is a bit of a different one, but
yeah, you see, but there's like, yeah, but how? I'm sure everyone's got their thing. That's a part of his routine, but I mean, it's like, is he more sleazy than me? I don't know. How do you define his sleaziness?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put this. Holiday over.
Holiday over.
I don't know if that's even referencing. I'm a good guy, but I say shit all the time. Yeah, there you go, Paul.
Yeah.
That's it. Paul says horrendous shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a good guy. Yeah. But yeah, did you hear that kind of routine that got out online and stuff at like post? Controversy, and that so it maybe he doesn't really confront it. Maybe he doesn't deal with it that well, in that effective well. But there is a really insane bit where it's like, he's like, like you've got a thing. He's like, everybody knows my thing.
Yeah.
He's like, Obama knows my thing.
Yeah.
He's like, but I'm really good at it. And I want to share it with other people, which doesn't really resolve the situation.
Yeah,
but it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, Chris Rock was in Leeds about a month ago.
Yeah,
I completely I didn't realize, and it was quite soon after. I mean, like maybe 2 months after the shit at the Oscars. Clearly, it was all done before then, and there was still a few tickets left for Leeds, and I'm like, shit. And he was expensive, so I was like, do you know Chris Rock's playing Leeds on Saturday? Becky's like, yeah, but have you got like 65 quid? I'm like, not really.
Yeah.
So we didn't go. But there were lots of security around it, and you had to put your phones in these like pouches.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Which had do you know like the security tags in shops and stuff?
Yeah.
So you couldn't record it, which is. It's like fair. Oh, yeah, fair enough, really, in that sense. Because you don't want your shit getting out there, do you? Because it's
because
everybody's seen it then.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I saw a couple of bits online. It must have been about three weeks ago or something, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and he was just doing sets at the Comedy Store in London, just unannounced.
Yeah.
Just like that, yeah. So they're just regular people there, and then they're like, "Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Rock," and then it was actually Chris Rock. Yeah. So he must have been trying out some new stuff.
That would have been good.
Yeah. You just couldn't imagine it. You just couldn't imagine it. How lucky you'd be just to be there. And
there's all these big fucking gigs this week. With Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp turns up. And like,
yeah.
Fucking what?
Yeah. because like, but it's good to see that he still feels he has to like hone his craft in those smaller clubs because he was probably playing somewhere massive in London that weekend. That's probably why he was there. But it's like, oh, I was go do 15 minutes at the Comedy Store or whatever, and and he still does it.
But you've got to get a bit of something out of it, is it?
Because it's probably he probably gets more of a baseline for his jokes at a smaller gig like that than he does at five like a huge venue.
I always remember. What was it? It was CD. Loudon. Oh, what's it called? Chris Rock CD back in like the 90s, probably. I'm gonna check. CD. What was it called? Oh, he's been doing them continuously. That's Rick Ross, not Chris Rock. Not Rick Rock. Who's fucking Rick Rock? No, the Born Suspect was miles earlier. What was it called? His big one. They did DVD. Oh, bigger and blacker. You'll have seen that. You'll have heard that definitely. And there's a bit in that which I'll always remember. I think I recounted it to Becky the other week when she told me she won't be watching this. She'll have gone to sleep by now. She told me about having a tongue pierced when she was younger. I'm like, just something not a bit unpleasant about a pierced tongue. I said, this Chris Rock routine. He says, if a woman has got a pierced tongue, she'll probably suck your dick. If a man's got a pierced tongue, he'll probably suck your dick. You should be like, yeah. Like, and I stand by that. And like nowadays, I saw somebody with a pierced tongue the other day. I'm like, whoa, that's still a thing.
Yeah, it's funny,
that. But now you know, they'll probably suck your dick.
It did used to be. You're right, though. It did used to be more of a thing. Just sort of like belly button piercings and all sorts of piercings in general. Really, it's and then it went to those huge ear things.
She got that going on.
Yeah. Like that and then like that the nose there.
And she's got fucking shoulders done. It works at Saltairs Tap Room. She's just got like there.
Yeah. I'd feel like when you put on clothes, you're not going to catch it and stuff. Like, oh god, gives me a heebie-jeebies. That does.
Yeah, I hate anything weird going on.
Yeah,
weird. It's like shit catching on shit. No.
Yeah, I hate it when I catch my cuticle on something. So,
anything.
But not a fucking piercing.
I hate bed sheets that catch on my. If you got a bit of rough skin or something about your feet.
Yeah.
Catching on bed sheets.
Or in your socks or something like that, yeah.
It drives me mental. So I couldn't cope with anything like that.
No. Too much to deal with. I had my ear pierced for a time when I was a teenager and I sacked that off pretty quick.
Of course you did.
Yeah. That's about as rock and roll as I went with it.
Yeah, the flesh tunnels.
Yeah. Oh god, no.
You end up with just big baggy lobes, don't you?
Yeah.
It's not nice. I
Yeah,
know a
you
bunch
have to
of people
pin them back.
And I see them around and go, oh yeah, you look like a fucking right old casserole.
It's
Can't do it about that, mate.
It's fine when they're wearing them. It's when they're not wearing them.
Yeah,
that's when
you look cool now.
Weird. Yeah,
but in 15 years' time, you look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, because I've seen people that people wear like flesh-colored ones, and then it just makes them look like they've got just huge earlobes.
It's probably all tied down. It's all tied back to some kind of like indigenous kind of African tribe at some point, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got that's got to come from somewhere, hasn't it? Yeah. What they call them, gauges, don't they? You do different gauges.
Oh, really?
And then you expand it out over time.
Yeah, lad who work, he lives not far from me. I forget what he does these days. He works in Northern Monk, but I've known him for years, and he always had them. He's like he's a metaler. He's full of tattoos and stuff. He's a good dude. He's Kelly from South Africa. So it happens. But yeah.
I'm too indecisive for tattoos.
You need to really fucking either make a decision and really stick by it, or make a decision and really regret it.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be like, oh,
See,
why did I
Matt
do that?
Curtis's crap tattoo.
Oh, was it the whole fucking sparkler thing that's
Yeah.
going round? Everyone's
It was
getting a sparkler.
It was shit. I mean,
Yeah.
Katie, who runs Track Tap Room, she's got it, but hers is well done. His is just like his is really fucking a bit blobby.
Oh,
They're
really?
like, not really
It's like
straight.
seeped. Yeah.
Cack. Like you
Yeah.
so try hard.
Hmm.
Look, if I lose a viewer now, it'll be like, oh, Matt Curtis watching. Oh, Matt Curtis, man. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You try hard knob end. Is it Fine Fest? Of course, he's not going to go to Opposite. He's going to go to Fine Fest. Oh, he's doing talks up there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just fucking boring.
Is
talks.
that this week?
Fine
Fine
Fest?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the same weekend, yeah.
I'd like to do it, but also I just don't feel like
Which
a
one?
bollocks.
Fine Fest.
Well, just
It's a
like
long way. You got to camp.
Yeah.
Probably surrounded by midges because it's in arse end of nowhere.
yeah.
It's some big hill and a lake.
Yeah.
Hell.
Yeah, there will be midges there,
Hell
definitely.
fest.
Yeah.
I remember camping somewhere one time. And your hand's just been covered in fucking flies. Oh, it was horrible. No camping for me. Are you a camper?
No. We talked about getting some just to be able to just go, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You've got the
Yeah.
kit and then you can just go. We quite like that idea, but then again, in practicality wise, how good's it going to be?
Yeah, well, that's it, innit? I mean, Esther grew up camping, and so Owen loves it. They went today, but I hated it. I always hated it. I put up with it. My mum and dad were like firmly against it all the time. So I put up with it for long enough, and I just couldn't fucking do it anymore.
No,
I'm like, jeez.
I'd need some. If we're gonna do it, we'd need some luxuries. We need some like proper mattresses and all that sort of stuff.
Last time I did it, I got about an hour and a half sleep.
Yeah,
and when I finally left, it was literally, so you had like your inner tent bit, then you got like a little porch bit, but it was literally dripping in as the water from either condensation or rain from the night before. And I'm like, this is awful.
Yeah,
this is fucking awful.
If it was a hotel room, you'd be getting your money back. Or
oh yeah, absolutely. I'm all about, if there's some shit going on, I'll go and complain in the middle of the night and get moved. I'm not fucking around anymore. I've had to. Yeah. I'm old and ugly enough to fucking deal. I'm gonna fucking deal with it. I'm not sitting on my arse and not and just putting up with it anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, it drove me mental. And I got to that point in my life where like I know I'm gonna be a nightmare if I've not slept enough. And no one's gonna have fun.
Yeah,
You're gonna be upset because I'm fucking miserable and slightly psychotic because I've not slept for like all week. It's not fun, this. But last time when I like slept an hour and a half, I got back to Leeds. I came home. I was like, I can't deal with it. I can't fucking cope with this anymore. I'm going home. And on the way home, I went into Leeds. Yeah, it was way out towards York, Pickering, kind of towards Scarborough, and I popped into Leeds, and Food and Drink Festival was on. So I bought some bits because I'm lovely. I bought some bits, bought some cider and stuff like that. So, oh, that'd be nice. Cleared off, but I'll make it nice for when you get back. And so I bought all these bits, and then I went up to North Bar. And Matt, who was running the brewery, running the bar at that time, he'd been aging Sierra Nevada Bigfoot barley wine in this kind of weird little presentation bourbon barrel. He like said, giving me tasters of this.
Yeah.
And it was a really wet barrel, so it's like I'm getting fucking free pours of barley wine with bourbon in it.
Yeah.
Like, so that kind of got me to. Anyway, I got on train and woke up at some point in the future on a stationary train, not knowing where I'd gone. So I got to Skipton, which is the end of the line, which isn't that far. 35 minutes, 40 minutes down the line.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Half pissed, half awake. I jump up and grab my shit, but then I didn't grab anything. So all these things that I bought as like a piecemeal were left on the fucking train, including a bit of beer that I bought myself. So I just kind of like, camping can fuck a big one
Yeah.
forever. Done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I've done my time. I've done my fucking time camping.
You've done it.
Tick those fucking boxes. Sorry, no more. No
Yeah.
more fucking camping. I see the benefits in certain ways, but I grew
Yeah.
up not wanting or needing that,
Mhm.
and so no
No,
thanks.
no,
Not
I get it. I get
but I
that.
get why people like it.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah. I want to give it a go, and especially taking the kids to like festivals, because like festivals for me growing up was like a big thing. And obviously,
oh right, okay,
I met
really?
like I met Sophie at a festival and stuff.
No, but even like what, even before when you were
No,
younger.
no. So when I was a teenager, it
Oh
was
yeah,
like
yeah.
my parents weren't about that at
Oh,
all.
did you meet her at a festival? That's amazing.
Yeah, met her at Redden Festival.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, that's
Yeah,
nowhere near where
through.
you're from.
No. Well, so it was like a friend. Like she was friends with our friends. So
Okay.
we all came from Ipswich, but we met there.
Oh, right. Oh.
But we met there. Like I didn't
Yeah.
know. I'd never seen her around before
Shit.
or anything like that. Yeah. So met through like mutual acquaintances.
I went to Reading the last year before it split into Leeds and Reading.
Mhm.
It got shit after that, if you ask me. Leeds one, I'm going back because Reading Festival, going back historically, was like a hard rock festival.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the year I went, that was my most memorable festival experience. To be honest, I went to Leeds. I didn't never stayed over at Leeds. It was fucking carnage. Reading was pretty fucking ropey, but
Yeah.
Leeds was horrible. It's like burning plastic everywhere. It was horrible. Maybe Reading just added the demarked kind of areas a bit better. Maybe the land was a bit better
Mhm.
suited for it. Leeds was fucking horrible, and they put like fairground rides and shit in it and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's horrible. Anyway, yeah. So year I did Reading headliners, Smashing Pumpkins,
Oh right, yeah.
Bjork, and then Neil Young and Pearl Jam.
That's pretty good lineup.
Green Day. First day was Green Day, then Smashing Pumpkins. Because I hated Green Day at the time. I still do the shit. But I was really into that type of music, and they just like took everything that I loved and made it shit and commercial.
Yeah.
I was there to see NoFX. I was a massive NoFX fan
Mhm.
at the time, and as I walked into NoFX that day, on the last day, there was a sign above the gate saying, "Due to injury, NoFX will not be playing." I was absolutely beside myself, and I just remember somebody just coming and outside of me and like because everybody's trying to give you a fucking leaflet,
Yeah.
flyer for some shit. He's going like trying to fucking give me this leaflet, and I'm just going like, no, go away, go away. I'm just like completely beside myself. I didn't realise it was my mate from Wakey, just winding me up. I'd not seen the entire Chris Dolan going, I completely didn't realise until like 2 weeks later. It's like, oh yeah, do you remember that? I think like he was like, me, you fucking arsehole. I was completely bereft. I was so depressed. I'm going to say my favourite band. But anyway, they kind of played 1.5 songs, but like one of them had broke his finger. But Pennywise played beforehand, and then they were like, hang on. Fucking, there's like they're not signed at stage, so they're on the same label and shit. Like, oh, you know. When they came out and did like song and a half, I was like, but yeah, who else were on that? First day, Smashing Pumpkins and Green Day were main headliners. First UK gig, second day, first UK gig on a smaller stage was Foo Fighters, their first UK gig.
Oh really?
Yeah, clambering. I mean, no one could get anywhere near it. I've tried to get over there. I'm like, no, it's mental. and yeah, Bjork. There was before Bjork. But then I did see Mike Flowers Pops. If you remember Mike Flowers Pops, they were
No.
playing on a bus. They had like they did a kitsch cover of Wonderwall in the like early noughties.
Oh yeah, no, I
Shit,
knew.
it's
Yeah,
proper
I
dog
knew.
shit.
Yeah, I know who you
Fucking
mean now.
Completely rubbish. There's some of the obviously some of the good stuff that day, but the headliners. But yeah, on the last day was the big one, I guess. On the main stage, it was I loved Pavement, and you know Pavement.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love Pavement. So Pavement, then Soundgarden, and then yeah. See, I was an obsessive teenage Pearl Jam fan, but at that point
Yeah.
I was just like pop punk. So I wasn't that interested. It was Neil Young and Pearl Jam. If I saw that
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
Neil Young and Pearl Jam, fucking yes. But that would have been wonderful. But at that time, I'd be like, I'll go and watch it because I used to like these guys, even though I just want to see Snuff
Yeah.
and Face to Face.
Yeah.
All these little bands at that point, but yeah, but it was good. It was a good festival. I didn't have a shit for 3 days.
Mhm.
I wore a woolly hat. I don't say long hair, but I had kind of like I had curtains. At that point.
Like that.
I'd love to.
Like that.
There are photographs somewhere, and I cannot for the life of me find this photo album. I'd love to show you all it. I cannot find it. I've tried to find it. I don't know where it's gone. I've got photographs of me as like a child there, but I don't have this fucking photograph album from when I was about like 20, maybe like 18, 19. Anyway, and yeah, I got quite tanned. I wore like a woolly hat the entire time, so I had insane hair, clearly, because I had long hair and I had not washed it for like 3 days. And I had shit for 3 days.
Yeah.
I went to have one, checked them all out. They all looked horrendous, and I found one. Oh, this looks all right. And I lifted up the seat, and there was a turd on the seat, and I just went, no, I'm not fucking doing this. Not doing it. This is
Yeah, I'll just hold it.
absolutely abhorrent.
Yeah.
I'll wait until I get home. And I barely ate and stuff. Drank a bit, didn't drink much at the time, to be because it's so expensive, and it was so hot as well. Because that time of year, it was all,
Yeah. Yeah, during the
nowadays,
summer.
it was fucking hot as fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah, get away with shit like that when you're young as well.
Yeah.
Not doing stuff for multiple days.
Exactly, yeah. And I remember just coming home and just feeling just awful. Just getting home from a festival and just feeling just rotten. A lot of it does to do with the stuff we were
Drugs you
taking. But yeah. but also just you get that sort of like fluey feeling and just like you just need a good rinse down. Yeah.
What are your kind of like your memorable? I mean, as you're on the subject, what are your memorable moments then?
Well,
I said
a lot
I
of the
did
time.
Leeds a bunch. I did Leeds just as like one day.
Yeah.
I went to see Pixies.
Mhm.
I think same day. I don't think it was same. No, maybe it was the same night, or maybe it was a different year. It was Killers were on, and me and my mate quite liked them. I mean, they're popular. Good live band. Good live band. You can say what you want about them. Good songs. Good live band. Queens at Stone Age played that year as well. They were really good. And then like fucking like Muse played, and then like
Mhm.
Foo Fighters were one headliners. Probably what Killers played. But we weren't that interested, and it was just I could just smell burning plastic, and we were just like, "Shall we go?"
Yeah.
This is shit. But I've got such a fond memory of Queen's Stone Age, Josh Homme saying, like, there's in between song like
Yeah.
chit chat. He was so good at it. He's not dead. It's Mike Lanigan who died, wasn't it? And he's like he's blah 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 between. He's super cool. Anthony Bourdain's mate as well, so that's always good, isn't it? And he always has this like shirt kind of like open to the waist. He's like, I hope you all get laid tonight, and I mean that from my left tit. And then you're like, and then we're gonna do. It was fucking brilliant. He's just like this dripping in charisma.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, he's just super cool. He's the coolest ginger man the world's ever seen.
yeah, yeah,
Anyway, sorry, you were gonna say
yeah. It's all. It is a bit
those
of a
iconic moments.
yeah. It's a bit of a hate. I mean, Prodigy were like a standout.
A prodigy. I went to school with a prodigy.
Yeah. That was like one because it wasn't
That's
necessarily
a
like
callback for the fans.
yeah.
Prodigy. I went to school with a prodigy.
Because it wasn't like I mean I liked the Prodigy's like mainstream stuff that had got out, but it wasn't like they were on my radar and I listened to them all the time. But then like seeing them live, it was like one of those like this is like insane, like how good they were. Yeah, it was, that was just like a real good like live experience. But a lot of the music stuff, because to be honest, I did go to a lot of the festivals just to go with my mates and to get fucked up really. so like the actual music side, I remember it was at the height of the Arctic Monkeys sort of period, and so like seeing them live was like good. But again, no, I was there when Kings of Leon had just released "Sex Is on Fire," and they played it, and everyone's waiting for it. But I used to like Kings of Leon before they did that, like songs like Four Kicks and all that sort of thing, and then and like Molly's Chamber and all that stuff before then. And then when they did that, he got pissed. The lead singer got pissed off and he threw his guitar down after playing it and like stormed off the stage for a bit. I don't know. I don't know if it was like, oh god, this is making us money, and it's I don't know quite why he's got pissed off for people singing it back to him, because it was the biggest one of the night, obviously, because that song was just a crazy phenomenon.
I find that if I hear that song, I find it quite an uncomfortable thing.
Yeah. I think it's one of those ones they did. I don't think they realised that it was going to make him
pleasant aggression to it.
Yeah. So I don't know quite what it was. Whether it was like he was trying to be like, "Oh, we're mainstream now," sort of thing. But he threw his guitar down after it and stormed off the stage. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I remember hearing some stuff of theirs beforehand. I don't remember what it was, so I wasn't that bothered really. Into all sorts of stuff. But...
Well, because when they first sort of like came on the scene, they were like weird looking, like sort of lank hair, sort of weird sort of like redneck guys. And then after that Sex on Fire thing, you can tell, yeah, and then he became a way more poppy. Like there's like Four Kicks is like it's like a great song, and it's really aggressive.
Yeah,
and so it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, your most popular song, and you do a hissy fit, have a hissy fit over it, and slam your guitar down and walk off stage.
Except who you are.
Yeah.
That's what you
and the millions of pounds that song.
You can turn it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you sign a contract, you can turn it down.
I think he's almost pissed off that like people were singing it back to him, and I think that was the song that got the biggest reaction of the night.
Yeah. Well,
and all that sort of bollocks.
Make a catchy song.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I saw I saw what's the sort of Dave Grohl supergroup that he made where he played drums, and it was the guy from Led Zeppelin, the bassist from Led Zeppelin. What was that band called? He formed like a supergroup, and that they were like a secret gig, but a not so secret gig because everyone knew it was.
I don't even know the bass player in Led Zeppelin.
It was. I can't remember now. It's also vague. But I remember it being
3
good.
members of Led Zeppelin, and he's not one of them.
Yeah,
he's the one member of Led Zeppelin. I don't know who. So Robert Plant.
Yeah.
Jimmy
Page. John Bonham.
And the other guy.
the bassist.
Yeah, I know ideas.
Yeah. So, and there's like other bits like Enter Shikari. I remember them being really good, but that was like at the height of their sort of.
He was a
zeitgeist.
bit sweaty in it.
Yeah.
Played
Yeah.
the guitar really high up.
Yeah, it's all that sort of indie stuff that I was into at the time, but like I said, I didn't actually go for the lineup or anything really.
Just to get fucked up in a
Yeah,
film.
because there was like Muse there. I've never been bothered about Muse really. I think
horrible.
I watched them for a bit and then I was like, this just
Fucking
is
horrible.
way too much.
I absolutely hate Muse.
It is like it's like musical wanking. It's what Muse is.
I fucking hate it. It's anything that is it's from a. It's like I hate Queen as well. It's because its source it's from an operatic and classical kind of like point. It's got no soul. It's void of soul. There's nothing to it. It's fucking just noise. I hate I hate classical music. I find it unpleasant to listen to. When it's noisy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I find it
Yeah.
really hard.
There's some
But it's
classical
void
music I
of
like,
soul.
but yeah.
And I want music that's got substance.
Yeah.
That's my life is based on that kind of idea. Everything that has been me since being like a teenager, I cannot. Was Paul's? I think Paul. Never trust anyone. Too high. Too high. There you go. But
that was a big thing in the indie scene in like the early 2000s. People playing the guitar right up here.
Oh, do you sing that? I don't know. Do you sing that? I don't even know what it was.
Yeah.
I hope it was good. Sorry, Paul. I missed all these golden moments. What was I saying again? Oh, there we go. No, it was if you're trying to sign, release an album with a major distribution, go on tour.
Yeah.
Newsflash is already mainstream. Yeah, exactly. I wonder what song it was. It wasn't me doing Fog in the Time earlier, was it?
Yeah. I think about the Sex is on Fire stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, for me, it's not of. It hasn't got substance. Its heart is as you said, it's wankery.
Yeah,
it's about musician. I've never been bothered about who's a great musician and shit. And couldn't give.
Or even who's a great singer. Like I appreciate really good singers, but then there's really good singers who I think are absolute dross and yeah. I mean the thing, like
for me, it's about character.
Yeah, and that's why I really can't get on board with, and I must just miss it. I just can't get on board with people like Ed Sheeran and all that. I just don't understand I just don't understand the appeal. I mean, I admire him. I admire what he's done, and he actually did graft, and he built a following beforehand.
Yeah.
And I admire all of that, and I think he's done really well. But I just don't understand the music, and I never will. I just don't understand why he's popular, or yeah.
Have you heard Jamie Foxx talking about him?
Yeah. The
really
sort
funny,
of the
he was at a party. Just who's this guy?
Let's see what he's got.
Yeah.
Let's see what the kid's got.
Love it. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love all those things. I fucking love Jamie Foxx. I'm not bothered about him as an actor all that much, but I think he's a really entertaining person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love his Kanye stories and stuff like
that.
Yeah.
I've got a song for.
Yeah, it's fucking love it. Yeah, but he's a fucking idiot as well.
Yeah.
But then music like that, it's got substance.
Yeah.
Muse doesn't. Queen doesn't. Whatever you mean, I'm not begrudging people for liking Queen because there's some catchy fucking rocky pop songs. But I think it's dog shit. Because it's just it's void of any substance.
Yeah, no. I like Queen, but I'm not like a avid fan. But I like him for what you said. It's like pop. Yeah, I like Queen for the same reason why I like ABBA.
I fucking hate ABBA more than anything in the world.
Yeah, Queen,
but ABBA.
They got some toe tappers. They got some toe tappers wrong.
Oh, but it's fucking rubbish.
Oh, it is, but it is what it is.
Fucking rubbish. No,
I'd rather
quite
listen.
gets
Yeah,
as bad as that.
yeah.
I fucking hate ABBA. Ugh.
Don't go wasting your
I know you're from. I know you're from that area of the world. I know it's very popular in the Norfolk area. It's
Oh,
North Norfolk.
yeah.
But
Voulez-vous? Uh-huh.
exactly. Oh no, I fucking
It's
hate ABBA more than than anything in the
well,
world.
it's never got you just going like this a little bit, just a little.
No, I
a
hate
little
ABBA
head
more
bobbing.
than world poverty.
That's extreme. That's extreme.
Well, that's it. Yeah, well, I didn't start this.
No. ABBA
did.
started it. ABBA started it.
ABBA started
It's all ABBA's fault.
No,
Begging
everybody's
yawn.
happy for ABBA. That fucking abomination. But once again, it's from. Oh, it's all musicals and shit. Fuck off. Musicals and
Yeah.
horrible. Hate musicals as well.
No.
Sorry.
Well, yeah. Again, it's more of I come at it from a place of indifference, really.
No indifference over here, I'm afraid.
No. That's
Vehement.
how I live a lot of my life, actually. Just a lot of indifference to most things. I neither hate it.
It'll come to you in later life, like it has
Really,
me. Clearly, give yourself like
No,
10,
I
10
was
years.
I was pretty staunch in a lot of my opinions, and then a lot of it now I just think I can't fundamentally change anything, so I'll just I'll just not care about it.
Pointless, isn't it? Oh, well, I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
I wonder, no, it doesn't change how I feel about shit being shit. Oh, fucking hell. I think Craig's here. Oh, gee, here we go.
SOS.
Here we go. Sorry, I'm not up on the comments. Paul's been here as well. Yeah, we had that, but hey, classic music, okay. Maybe music isn't your thing. I'm not sure. I mean, no, I find classic music like hard on the ears. Yeah, unpleasant. SOS, fuck off. I like Queen more than Rush. AC/DC. Paul. I'm not sure what to make of this, Paul. Right, let's pull this apart. Obviously, I hate Rush because Rush is just dog shit. I quite like AC/DC because it's just bollocks. It's just silly bollocks, but it's good rock music.
I'd say Queen's better than AC/DC. If you're talking
Fuck
about
you.
If you're talking about
It's just bollocks.
heart and soul, and AC/DC is just like it's just
hey,
like
I've got
macho
cock.
testosterone.
It's not dog shit. Some good shit. It's not nonsense. I hate the original lead singer. I love Brian Johnson, but Bon Scott can fucking do himself in four times over, however he did it. I've never been that bothered about Led Zeppelin. I was a big Doors fan when I was in college, so like 16 to like 18 or something. I was a big Doors fan. I think I was into the Doors and the Velvet Underground, and then the Sex Pistols and kind of early punk stuff when I was at college. So I quite like the Doors, but Doors has got a lot more fucking substance than fucking Queen. There's a bit of poetry. There's some guttural something going on. Queen. Rush can do it. I mean, I completely appreciate why somebody like Paul wouldn't like AC/DC, but I love Kiss. And Kiss is as much bollocks, cock out nonsense as AC/DC is. But I completely appreciate it for what it is. I remember Crazy Nights when it was in the charts as a kid. It got to #1, I think. But if not, it was up there. And then just one day, and I was like, me and my mates were all like kind of like punk rockers and stuff like this, like up into that kind of like punk pop scene in Leeds. And my mate was a guitarist in band. Put a fucking tape on in my mate's car, and I think it was probably Love Gun or Destroyer. And I was like, what's this fucking rubbish? But then you go like, hang on, come on.
Yeah.
Shit just like grabs you in the every time you get in the fucking car, there's dog shit on, and it's like it becomes part of you, kind of like becomes part of your life in that sense. And then you just go, and it is dog shit. Some of the Kiss stuff. I mean, Christine 16, Love Gun. It's so unbelievably suggestive and dodgy as fuck. But I don't keep much vinyl. It's a few bits down there, but I have got 16 Kiss albums. Because and it is dog shit, and I know what it is, but I love it because it's just silly nonsense bollocks. Anyway, I have a Viola. What? Does your mother know? Don't know what that means. Never Before Christmas is a good musical. Ugh, never. All the bands. So, but yeah, that's true. Yeah. But rather dead probably since I King. I don't really know even King Crimson. Huh? Goblin King. Oh, no, that's bad. Okay. War Machine's a great song. There's an amazing performance of War Machine in Brazil. This fucking humongous audience. That's fucking brilliant. I've got a program that my ex sister-in-law got me from when they saw him in Dallas. Yeah, there's it's amazing. It's fucking War Machine. War Machine. It's fucking brilliant. And Taz, ECW's Taz, used to come out to War Machine. Oh, fucking love what a bit of War Machine. Unholy. That was quite heavy, one of the heavier ones, I guess. That might be why Paul likes it, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm not into cock rock in that sense. Maybe I've never thought of Kisses and AC/DC as cock rock. There's a lot of rubbish, really, but I just like stupid fucking rock bands. But that's it. I was never into it. I was always into like little. I was always into like punk rock and post punk, like evolving from that and all that kind of business, like pop punk, post punk, punk ska, all this, like skate punk, all that kind of like stuff for years. And then at some point, dodgy fucking mainstream rock, Bruce Springsteen, Kiss, bit of AC/DC.
Is it a bit of dad rock? Is that what it is?
It's not. No. It was way before being a dad. But it was all down to me. I mean, Bruce Springsteen. I can pinpoint all. I said I've told you the moment Kiss became a thing. It was Dave having a tape in Jason's Mini. We picked Dave up from work and he had a tape, and he put it on. And I'm like, "What's this bullshit?" And yeah, and then Jace bought a tape, and then every time he got in the fucking car, he were like, Kiss were on. Diddle-a-dee, diddle-a-dee, diddle-a-diddle-a-dee, boom, boom, doo-doo-doo-doo. It's all this bullshit. And then next time you get in, you'd have like the theme from. He was obsessed with Halloween, the film, the soundtrack from that, which was all just noises. I'm like, this is dog shit. Turn this off. So yeah, then be a bit AC/DC. But Bruce Springsteen, I did. Did you have to do kind of work experience at school?
Yeah.
Well, I did it at this computer shop. I was into computer games when I was like 14, as you would be. You probably did something a bit more worthwhile. My mate went to like fucking architects.
I wanted to be. Believe it or not, I wanted to be a mechanic.
Oh, right.
So I went to a car garage, and then I was like, "Oh shit!" After 2 weeks, I was like, "No, I don't want to be a mechanic."
Was it 2 weeks? Jeez,
Yeah,
I can't remember. Anyway, so I was in this computer shop, and the fellow who was the manager, it was always at the start or the end of the day. We would put Bruce Springsteen on, and I can completely remember, especially Glory Days, which is quite apt in a lot of ways. When I was probably like 14, and he was in his like 40s or 50s. And then now still quite enjoying the song. Yeah, I can pinpoint those. I'm like, ah, shit. And then I didn't bother. And then, yeah, same group of friends again. Like, oh, then they pull out some fucking Bruce Springsteen. So I'm at Old Trafford with the chap who on the fucking, who on the Mini, driving the Mini, who was playing the tape of Kiss. So yeah, it's all about who you are, who you with.
Yeah.
You know, there's all those things, and then yeah, and I always there was Desert Island Disc is the most boring thing in the world ever, but Bruce Springsteen, when he did that, which is one of the most kind of like accurate things, whatever you think of Bruce, whatever, but he's not. I don't think he's what a lot of people think he is, really, in a lot of ways. But yeah, so he kind of what he talked about in that was the music that stays with you for your entire life is the music you're listening to when you develop your identity.
Mhm.
And I was listening fucking music when I was walking back from Aldi earlier. Went to Leeds, got off train, came back to Aldi. I was listening to Braid, who were a band that I listened to when I was probably like 19, 20, 21.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, you really change it up that much, do you? When you're like older, I still listen to the same shit. But I mean, I've got a very just completely eclectic mix of music because I mean, I love lots of like early blues stuff, and when I say early blues, it's like Robert Johnson and Muddy Waters, and then like I'll listen to Elvis, but then I'll jump to the Sex Pistols, but then I'll jump to, I don't know, like I listen to like the early stages of grime growing up, so then I'll jump to like Lethal Bizzle or something like that. It's just I don't know, it's just I just like what I like at the end of the day. That's what it's about. I don't want to pigeonhole myself into a certain genres or whatnot. At the moment, it's a lot of like I just found myself just I'll just search on YouTube just like punk playlists and just listen to it. I don't even know what I'm listening to half the time. But it's more about I just like that's what I need, the music that I need at the moment.
Yeah.
To like, because it's been just an absolute knackering time. So I just put that on and just sort of like the noise like zones me out. I don't want like soft, gentle music. I need the like just the constant nature of it.
Well, Paul suggested a cracker Discharge. I don't like Discharge. My mates used to cover a couple of Discharge tracks in the ropey band. My brother had Fuck Like a Beast. EP, and I remember that causing quite a stir in our household when my brother turned up from EGS Records in Wakefield with Fuck Like a Beast by Wasp. But yeah, Discharge. Yeah, you mean it's on the one. I mean, those noisy fucking aggro bands of like the early 80s. Discharge is very much one of those. I never got on with those early 80s punks bands. We used to move in certain circles and sort of seeing a bunch of them, but I quite like UK subs because they were just around all the time. But then I fucking Exploited, just the worst of the worst. They got a second job as a mechanic a few years, learned a lot of busted knuckles. Rocking the Black Devil and Metal. Of course you are, Paul. Exactly. That's who you are, but that's who he is. That's when I think of Paul, that's who he is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's him sitting in his fucking basement doing reviews with like Bauhaus in the background.
Yeah.
No, it's not death metal, but it's not black metal, but It's just abhorrent shite. It is what it is, and that's what people love, and that's what makes you who you are.
Yeah, it's a bit like the stuff that like Harry listens to. Like
it's horrible.
I
prefer Paul's music to Harry's music.
I couldn't go to the clubs that like Harry goes to. I just couldn't do it.
No.
All power to him, but I just couldn't do it. It's just not my bag.
No, it's terrible. Anywho, 1 o'clock seems like a suitable time to. I've got jack all to do tomorrow, but I mean,
I've got to take my son. I've got to take my son swimming tomorrow, and then we're going to the pub, getting pizza, and they're having a little mini sort of like lager festival.
Just you and him?
No.
All right.
So I'm taking him swimming, and then we're all going to the pub as a little family because
cool.
Everton Whitehorse just started making pizzas, and they look good. They look good. They're taking it quite seriously.
Decent beer then.
Yeah, it's all English lager for the most part, I think. But so it's
right.
A bit of an English lager. It's not like they got like 6 English lagers on. So that'll be as well as all the Little Earth Project stuff.
Bit of Utopian stuff like that.
Yeah, they've even got I think they've got like a Dunkel from Brick and stuff like that on there. I can quickly look it up before we sign off.
No Donald from up in Scotland then.
There is a Donzoko on there.
Good. There should be.
Yeah, it's Donzoko Lille Foam. They've got Duration, Cutting Grass, Ampersand, Double Barrel, Daya, Brick, and I think there's more coming on as those ones go off. Sort of
Utopian. I mean, I'd say Utopian. They didn't make it.
Well, they normally have as the two lagers that they have on standard anyway is Utopian 10 Degrees and Braybrook's Hellers. So that's
fair
their standard lagers.
Oh wow. Okay, fair enough. Can't complain about that, can you? Really?
No.
So yeah, so I've got a bit of a barbecue tomorrow afternoon, so a bit of a sensible one then. Hop City on Saturday, and then
I'm sure that'd be good.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Like a bit of lager and pizza.
Yeah, definitely.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Yeah.
Till next time. Toodaloo. See ya.
Goodbye.